Never give in. Never give in. Never, never, never. In nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
You're listening to the Outlaw Radio Network. OutlawRadioNetwork.com.
This country can't be knocked out with one punch. We get right back up again, and when we do, the world's going to hear the roar of our engines.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
You do your work, and we will do our best.
Republic. I like the sound of it. It means people can live free, talk free, go or come, buy or sell, be drunk or sober, however they choose.
Are you ready to be who you are?
No poetry, just a straight answer.
The government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace.
We are men of the hood, married now at your expense.
But there's no both sides anymore. They're just trying to wreck our goddamn country. It's time for you younger guys to take over it.
You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
If you guys don't start thinking as men, we're going to have a lot of big...
For the crimes of incitement to cause unrest, I declare to be an outlaw
All right, everybody. It is the Outlaw Radio Network. It is the 14th of December, 2025. Thanks for checking out the show. Hi, boss baby.
Hey.
Your camera's on, just so you know. There she goes. Okay. K-Dog, Beals, Black Tom.
Hello.
Paul will be along shortly. Lori, the CEO, is here.
She there she is. Yeah. I say she wandered out here a moment ago.
There she is.
F-Bomb is here as well. So if you hear any profanity in the background, it's probably her. But thanks for checking out the show. We appreciate you. Happy holiday season. Boss baby, what are you eating tonight? Would you just send me a message? I'm just curious what you're eating over there.
Oh,
just send me a message.
Kevin.
Ramen. I'm betting ramen, maybe.
Kevin.
Yes.
Today is the first day of Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what Hanukkah is.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Well, I'm not Jewish, so I don't know Hanukkah. It's a
Are you
Jewish tradition.
then?
No. I have Jewish friends.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, that's like saying I got black friends.
have
Come
any
on. Tom.
Jewish friends.
Oh, I mean, the only reason I know today is the first day of Hanukkah is because I saw one of my Jewish friends this afternoon, and they told me, so oh, well, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand the Hanukkah tradition? Can you explain it to us?
It's old. It's kind of the same idea.
No
It's
way.
Jewish. No way.
What I'm getting at, wise asses.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same idea as Yule. So it's just the celebration of the equinox and the returning of the light from
Thank God.
the darkness
Ugh.
of at the equinox. Our days get shorter.
I don't think you're right.
It is the celebration of light.
It's a religious tradition.
It's a celebration of light.
Hold on.
If you look up Hanukkah,
I'm
it
looking
will
at
be
That's
the
why they light the
celebration
candles,
of light.
Kevin.
Well, why would they light candles if it's getting lighter? Wouldn't they have to light the candles if it's getting darker? Okay, hold on. Okay, Jewish Festival of Lights and 8 day hold on. No, but they're not celebrating the lights. It's the 8-day celebration where they mark the rededication of the Second Temple of Jerusalem, commemorating the Maccabean revolt victory and a miracle where a single day's oil lasted 8 days. It's celebrated with lights in the menorah, traditional foods like latkes and other stuff I can't pronounce, gifts, and it symbolizes religious freedom and the triumph over oppression, typically falling in November or December.
Okay, well.
So it's not about light. It's about rededication of the
if,
temple.
If you go back to the old, that's why I said it's old. You go back to the old.
So you're getting back to like the pagan stuff,
Yeah,
not the Jewish
no,
stuff.
so the pagan's different from Judaism, but
Right.
it's all kind of the same ideas. The returning of the sun from a cold, crappy winter.
But that's not what this thing says Hanukkah is.
Right. You got the modern interpretation.
And you're also reading AI right now, which
I'm reading
is
AI
never
from-
fucking right.
I'm reading AI
Never.
from Google.
So you're going to do more than a 30 or 40 second Google search if you really want the deep dig into it.
If you're Jewish, if you have one of those cool little skull caps and you want to call in on video, let me know. I'll send you the video. You can explain it to us because I think I'm right, but I could be wrong because I'm not Jewish. So thanks for checking out the show.
He's Jewish.
Who is?
I've known him since junior high.
Corey.
Who is Corey's Jewish? Well,
Yeah.
when Corey is in the chat, we'll ask Corey.
Yeah, good idea.
Is he really Jewish? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's just not he's not
Hold on, I'm
practicing.
not. Lori's looking at me like I'm stupid. Like I should have just been able to look at him and been able to tell that he was Jewish.
No,
like,
he's talked about it in the chat before.
Yeah.
hold on. Why don't you go get on a microphone so that you're not talking off mic? Because right now nobody can hear you and I'm arguing with myself. So if you want to go get on a microphone, you can continue this argument. Otherwise, zip it, woman. All right.
I think I said.
Oh, Corey is there. Corey, can you? So I believe. Hold on. Your mic's not on. Hold on. Because I didn't know you were going to it. Go ahead, Lori.
We've had this conversation in chat, like, I don't know, 6 months ago. And you were part of that conversation. You brought it up.
I can't remember the women I've talked to, the conversations we've had, what their hopes and dreams are, because I don't care.
Pictures in your guest bathroom.
I have all kinds of pictures in my guest bathroom. Corey, here's the question. Tom believes that Hanukkah is what?
It's the celebration of light. It's the
But more, you were talking about sun.
right. Yes,
It's about the equinox.
it falls at the equinox, the same time as Christmas, which was just a holiday stolen from the pagans.
Mhm.
But
No, it was not. Okay, go ahead.
yes, it was. It
The
absolutely-
timing might have been.
Yes,
The
that's
time,
what
but
I'm
not
talking
the
about.
actual holiday itself. Although
Well, the holiday itself should be taking place in the spring. I
biblical
believe.
scholars, some of them say it should have been September, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, whatever. Not the middle of winter. So
All right. So Tom believes that Hanukkah is related to winter solstice and the sun and all of that.
you go back to your old origins.
Yeah.
And
When I
that's
look
where
it up
most
using
of your winter holidays come from.
Yeah. When I look it up using Google AI, it says that it is about the rededication of the Second Temple in Jerusalem when 1 day's worth of oil lasted 8 days, which is why they have that many days on the menorah, and that that's what it's about. So Corey, if you could fill us in from your Jewish knowledge, what Hanukkah is, not what winter solstice is, but what Hanukkah itself is, because I think it's about the rededication of the Second Temple. Because that has religious significance. I can't imagine that.
Why is he so intent on proving you wrong right now?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's okay.
Oh, because it's a religious thing, and I know it's a celebration of light, Corey. But which light is it? Is it Tom's light? No, hold on. Is it Tom's light or is it about the light of the menorah where 1 day's worth of oil lasted 8 days? Like I did Google it, Margie. Shut up. So we still don't agree. Tom doesn't agree that Google's correct.
I don't agree Google's correct.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
AI
wait for
Google is always wrong.
I'm gonna wait for Corey to tell us. Margie also said that she's a pagan.
Good job.
Congratulations, Margie. You do you, boo.
Thanks
You
for
do
letting
you.
us know that.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate
it. Was actually a question I was.
Corey said it's both. God bless it, Corey. How dare you? How dare you not pick a winner?
Things evolve. They don't just stay static.
Yeah, nothing is staying stagnant.
You start with a religion that explains the returning of the sun to a culture that doesn't have any science, and so you get an origin story for it, and as that culture gets more enlightened, their religion evolves.
Hold on, I'm sending Corey a video link because I want to get to the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Corey said we're both right. This is an educational program, and so we need to make sure that we're educated. Listen, Beeler.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe the children are our future, and if we teach them well,
we don't have any children that listen to this show.
Hopefully,
Show
there's
them-
no children listening to this
show
show.
them
We
all
wouldn't be
the
that
things
interesting to a 10-year-old.
they can possess inside.
This one time on Fortnite.
Yeah, Corey said it's also about the oil burning for 8 nights.
Okay.
So
Why can't it be both, Kevin? Why do you have to have an argument for everything?
because I'm me. Have you met me? Do you know me?
I have met you.
Hello.
Super fucking annoying.
Hello. By the way, we got to pull the bandage off her, but I know that everybody in Radio Land was rooting for Beeler and my wedding, and everybody was happy
Oh
for
boy,
it.
here we go.
In the real world, Beeler has moved on. She's dating a plumber, and she actually has a man in her life. He's either a plumber or a carpenter, one of the two, depending upon what.
Oh, I was going to say, is it Mario or Luigi?
Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so we can't tease her anymore about the wedding because I don't want to upend her actual relationship in the real world. So congratulations, Beeler.
Hey, I mean,
You're dating a plumber.
There-
Congratulations.
definitely getting my pipes cleaned.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Can we talk about a topic real quick? Are you guys ready to get into?
I'm ready.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's the first topic before we get into real topics. How
Uh-huh.
ready are you guys for Christmas? Because we are literally 11 days from Christmas. Hold on, Beeler.
Okay.
Tom, how ready are you for Christmas?
Oh, I'm not doing Christmas. I wasn't joking last week when my parting shot. We're not doing Christmas this year.
You're not going to do anything Christmassy
other than a nice meal.
Well, yeah, but okay. So you're not exchanging gifts or
It's not in the budget, dude.
lighting a menorah or
It's not in the budget, man.
running naked through the mall. Nothing like that to celebrate.
Running naked through the mall. I mean, maybe on Christmas Day, just to get the
Jingle bells out.
Yeah, the jingle bells out, and maybe the joy of traumatizing whoever's watching the cameras on security.
By the way, if my professor is listening from my religious theology course and he heard that I said I didn't know what Hanukkah was, I was just joking. I really did know what it was. Please don't fail me. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I knew what it was, but I
Okay.
Beeler, how ready are you for the holidays for Christmas? By the way, there'll be none of that happy holiday nonsense up in here. Merry Christmas.
I would say probably about 40% ready. Yeah.
Whose
40
name did you buy in the Outlaw Radio Network gift exchange?
I have Miss Heather.
Oh, you have Heather, because I have you.
I know you do. And
get
I
you some
guarantee
liquid
you don't
plumber.
remember I said what my favorite things are in the whole world.
I'm gonna
I
get you some-
guarantee you don't remember.
I'm gonna get you some liquid plumber.
I don't need another plumber.
What did you say your favorite things were?
I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh, it was not.
I literally announced it on the air.
I mean, to be honest, my brain's mushy. I don't remember
Okay,
either.
well,
I mean, I've got a
I
bad
guess you'll have
case
to go
of-
back and watch it.
You know, I have a bad case of goldfish brain.
So you'd rather not tell me so I can make sure that I get you a gift you're really going to love and make me go back and listen to a show when I don't remember what the date of the show is. that we
My
talked
favorite thing in the whole world is Hanes crew cut socks with
Oh, I
the
remember
gray
that.
toe
Yeah,
and
that's
heels.
right. That's right.
Hanes crew cut socks with the gray Tony.
That's right. I remember
Thank
scratching
you.
my head going, socks? Really?
That is I love putting on a new pair of socks. It's like this incredible delight that I get. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the whole world.
Heather,
And then
do you
you
have a knife?
wash them and they are just not the same.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That-
So I keep some new pairs around for when I'm having a really bad day, and then I'll just slip those on, and
Can I tell you a secret?
it makes me feel good. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Fairchild, remember what you said your favorite thing was?
Oh, except not white socks, Mike. No,
White socks.
they
with the
have to
gray-
be Hanes crew cut with the gray toe and heel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Margie said Jewish people celebrate stuff from way before the Jesus. The Jesus.
Kevin, it's kind of clean.
You have a smaller one? Jeez. That's what she said.
You can use this. It's kind of clean.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What's going on over here?
He needs a knife.
I got
Got
I
some
got
food.
I got food over here for dinner.
These,
No, I'm not using your pocket knife. I don't know where that thing's been.
Me neither.
You guys want to know a secret before we get to our first actual topic?
Go.
Paul has my name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate whatever he gets me. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I know Paul.
Because he doesn't think, or
No, because he's always trying to be too funny.
yeah,
I'm gonna hate.
Are
whatever
we
he gets.
supposed to do gag gifts?
No, I think you do whatever you want to do. But Paul likes to get me.
All right.
Like if he got you, he gets you a nice gift. If he got Tom, he get Tom a nice gift.
But it's you.
But because he got me, it's let's F with Kevin time, and he's gonna get me a silly gift.
I mean, you absolutely deserve it more than anyone
How
here,
do you
Kevin.
figure that?
Because
How do you figure? I'm the star. I'm the straw that stirs the drink. I am the reason for the season.
You are the spoon that stirs the shit, buddy.
I don't stir
yes,
any crap.
You
What are you talking about?
do.
What up, Lori?
Oh, I was just going to say, I know what Paul's getting. I'm not purchasing it.
Oh, you know what Paul's getting me?
No, I know what Paul is getting.
Oh, who had Paul?
I refuse to.
No, we did it publicly on the show. Everybody knows. I just don't remember who got Paul.
Heather.
Oh, Heather got Paul. Okay.
We were discussing options.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's just
Heather.
say that my family has really, really racy white elephant.
Okay, perfect.
partners.
Oh, I
Hey,
love
Tom.
this.
Oh, that's fun.
Tom.
This
Yeah.
is gonna
Maybe
be great. Let's embarrass the shit out of Paul.
Maybe she got Paul a roommate.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm just playing.
okay.
That's funny.
I love Paul. Paul, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But was anybody else seriously weirded out by having that
Yeah.
girl here the
Yeah.
other night? I was
What
like,
were you worried about? Why
why?
were you weirded out?
It was just weird.
Why was it weird that Paul
was
I
had a
mean,
friend
I
with
know
her?
that you know her, but
I've met her before. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fine.
it was
Look,
just
someday you're going to bring the plumber down here, and the plumber's going to hang out. We'll be able to get to know the plumber a little bit.
he
Put him
will
on the
run
microphone.
circles around you, Kevin.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that. Beeler said, "I'm going to run circles around you," and then I beat you in the constitutional
you
challenge.
never beat me. Like
Uh-oh.
this must have been a dream
No, I
that you
beat
had.
you on the show.
You
Ask
did
Paul.
it.
He was here. I beat you by
Uh-oh.
1 point. I beat you though, which proved that I was a constitutional scholar, and you were just trying to elevate yourself to my level. It's
I
fine.
believe it was a stalemate.
Oh boy.
It was not. No, I beat
I
you by
don't
one.
think he won.
I think this
One
was
by
before my time.
It was before your
It
time.
was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So listen, topic.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention on social media, but for those of us that live locally, and we're in Port Orchard, otherwise known as the armpit of Washington,
No, that's Gorse, buddy.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Gorse is
Come
the
on.
urinal of Washington.
Come on.
So there's been a lot of signature gatherers out
Mm-hmm.
that are trying to gather signatures for two specific initiatives that they want to put on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
One is to restructure the parental consent law with regards to schools to give parents more say on information that the school should be releasing to them about their children, whether or not they received any kind of treatment, any kind of trans treatment, any of that, right? They want parents to be put back in the loop. That's
They
one
should be.
initiative.
Or even birth
Well,
control.
hold on.
God, it's so annoying.
Hold on. I'm not arguing the initiatives yet. We'll get to that.
Okay.
The second initiative is no trans boys in girls sports.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Those are the initiatives. Now, you can argue.
Actually, there's a third.
Oh, Amber's listening. Hi, Amber. There's a third. No, there's only two that I've heard about that have been a predominant of these signature gatherers
There's
at
a
Fred
third
Meyer.
that's due later, I believe, in
Oh,
January.
what is that one?
Voter ID.
Yeah.
voter ID? Oh,
voter
good.
ID.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Yes.
So let's break these down just for a second. I think you can have a rational discussion about either. Now, I'm really dug in very Republican on both of those issues. I'm not Republican. I didn't say I was. I just agree with the Republican stance. I believe that there should be no boys.
Our audio's off.
Who said our audio's off?
I can see it.
The audio on this one is supposed to be off. This is not the computer
Okay,
that streams
alright,
this one.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. just
Yeah, that
checking.
one's delayed.
Yeah,
All
pay
right, just
attention.
checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is
Hey,
your phone.
look, if you would explain something once in a while, maybe I would have already known that.
Oh, I know.
Tom's the only one that has taught me by teaching me how to set up.
Anyway, so I don't believe that trans boys should be in girls' sports. It's not that I hate women. It's not that I'm anti-trans. Really, to be completely honest with you, I think if you're an adult and you're trans, you do you, boo. Like I really believe that. It's not my job to tell you that you can or cannot identify however you want. But I don't believe that any males, biological males, regardless of what your mental brain tells you that you are, good, bad, right, wrong, whatever, I don't believe you should be participating in girls' sports because the biological makeup is not the same. Okay. I had a nice conversation with a local elected representative yesterday whose name I will not mention because I don't want to put him in a position about this. He can do that if he chooses to. But as I said, if you're a woman, you have a physical disadvantage against a man, even in the sense that women have breasts. And
Yeah,
breasts
they get in
are
the way a
breasts
lot.
breasts
Yeah, they
are
do.
what 10 to 20 pounds?
Totally.
Yep.
I know. I'm just asking.
No,
because I don't know. 10 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, totally.
That's 10 to 20 pounds of body weight.
Yeah.
So if women are running, that's not fair. If women are doing anything in a weight-based sport, that's not fair because that's 10 to 20 pounds of weight that, like wrestling, that now goes into your calculations of what division you fall into,
Mhm.
right? So again, I don't hate women. I love women. I've loved many women. I love women, but I don't believe that biologically it lines up. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. And the other bill, which is allowing parents to have a say in what their kids are doing, I'm sorry. I've just navigated this entire disastrous process of what happens when you give 13-year-olds the ability to decide their mental and medical health care and make decisions without consulting the parents. And where did it lead us? It led us to my 19-year-old daughter being on the streets, homeless, addicted to fentanyl, because when she was a minor, I couldn't compel her to get treatment. And the government basically said, well, she's allowed to do whatever she wants to, even though it's illegal, it's going to wind up killing her. So yeah, I can't argue either one of those. But our signature gatherers now have been going, like locally, we've seen a lot of them at the Fred Meyer in Port Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting harassed left and right.
Left and right.
Like this idea that
they've been removed.
And it's not like they're there
harassing
people. They're literally just like, hey, here's a constitutional right. Do you want to sign it? If you don't, cool, move on. Fucking get over it.
Should be all it is. I mean, it's not like any petition gatherers in the past haven't had these problems.
No,
This
I
is-
know. It's really bad now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and this idea that I don't agree with you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
berate you and complain, and so that other people can't have an opportunity to put their name onto something.
Exactly.
Even though I don't agree with it, and I don't have to sign it, and I don't have to condone it.
Yeah. And
becomes I'm going to silence you from being able to allow other people who might agree with you to sign.
And
We're not-
obviously it's going on the ballot, so people are gonna have the right to vote on it. So get your fucking panties out of a bunch and go vote your freaking ballot during election time.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't vote for it.
Yeah.
By the way, I'll almost vote for anything to go on a ballot. Literally almost anything, whether I agree with it or not, because I believe in letting the voters have a say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll literally almost sign any initiative for anything to put it on a
the
ballot.
voters
Almost.
fuck that up a lot.
Well, and
too,
for
but
me,
Almost.
I actually shop at Fred Meyer in Port Orchard.
Oh,
That
you
is
spend
my
way
store.
too much money in your groceries.
And
Whatever, they have great deals sometimes.
yeah, they
They
do.
are so
But
expensive.
anyways, I'm having a meeting with the store manager to let them know that I disagree, and I will
Good.
be taking my shopping elsewhere.
Good.
Because they've put up a sign that you can no longer have handbills. They took away the Salvation Army.
Mhm.
Everything's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get
Hi,
after you
Paul,
have
I'm
your
gonna put
meeting,
you on camera.
maybe we could get that manager to come do 5 or 10 minutes. You know, it would take some cojones, I think, but
They won't do it.
Hey, would I?
And they'll hide behind the, well, you know, corporate, and it's not my call. That's what they'll do.
Let me just suggest switching to Safeway because the people that work there are so amazing. The ones on Bethel.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm. There's another one off of
Sydney.
Yeah. Sydney,
Yeah.
That
No, I don't go to
you
that
can't,
one.
You can't find the employees.
I go to the one on Bethel.
After 7:00, there's no employees. They're somewhere. but
They're
not
so
there.
amazing. They're always like, "Hey, Alicia." You know, like they remember that I ran for office. Some of them bought my T-shirts back then. But
We went from discussing the topic to rating our local grocery store.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
By
I'm
the
just.
way, I'm Team
I think
Winco.
it's important to get that information out there. People should know.
you're a Democrat.
I'm Team
You're Team Winco.
I'm Team Winco.
Which is a union busting store.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. I mean, I
I like
shop at
Winco.
Winco.
Actually, I like the Winco model. It's employee owned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My aunt's a butcher there.
And I,
Really?
and I sometimes I shop at Walmart too.
It's good. So do I. Listen, it's
I avoid Walmart like the plague.
well,
I hate Walmart. I will not go there.
it at Walmart is where I saw some of the signature gatherers catching some
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah.
From shoppers coming through. A woman started calling the man who was collecting signatures a bigot because of the no men and girls sports. And I think you had said it, Alicia, when you made the point that we live in a world today. Yes, Kevin,
Don't
I'm
give her
boosting her
props.
ego.
Oh my
okay,
God.
Listen, it's
he's
no
not
worse
doing.
than when
He's not
people do it
doing
to
that
you.
anymore. By the way,
Doing what?
I walked in with a smile today, and he's not. He's not complimenting
No, that's not why.
me
Because
anymore.
I compliment you all the time, and you told me on air that I was unattractive, and I have not let that go. But go ahead, Paul. Just because you think I'm ugly doesn't mean you have to verbalize it. That's not very nice.
You know what? You
Go
know
ahead,
more
Paul.
than
No,
anyone.
go ahead,
Whatever
Paul.
I think, it pops out of my mouth.
Go ahead,
So
Here's to the point earlier, right? Things are so we're not just a divided country right now. We're not. We've always been divided. This isn't about division with these issues, right? It's about this. And we years ago when we first joked about Trump derangement syndrome. It was what it was. He'd won the election. A lot of people didn't like him. LGBTQ people would stand out in front of a store and scream, right? And no, I can't put right, and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's completely different. It is something he supports. It's an instant no, hell no, right? Like people just automatically go the opposite direction. Nobody wants to have a conversation about the damage done by illegal immigrants to our economy as a whole. Nobody wants to have that conversation because Donald Trump took it on, right? And he's trying to alleviate that. And it seems like I cannot get away from having to explain to people on a weekly basis, do you know what kind of damage illegal immigrants do to our economy or to the trades, for example, right? There is substantive, tangible proof of the damage that is done. I'm not going to get into all that on the show. We've talked about it a million times. But the fact is that people now, they don't just disagree with you, right? It's full on, fuck you, you bigoted, racist, homophobic piece of garbage that supports Donald Trump. How could you support a pedophile and a rapist?
Yeah.
Like the pedophile, rapist, felon is like the go-to phrases that comes out of anybody who didn't vote for him's mouth, right? And then my personal favorite, that's not us as a country. Motherfucker, we voted for him.
kind of is.
Just saying. And it's listen, I didn't like the fact Joe Biden was president because of the policies he put in place. You know what I didn't do, right? What folks are doing today. Tim Pool, for those that don't know who he is, he's the YouTuber that always wears the black stocking cap, has the facial hair. He did a great job on an interview the other day, and the folks that he was interviewing, they brought up the question. They said people on the right are in a cult, right? And he goes, wrong. I'll prove you how. Right. And it was pretty easy when he laid it out. Right. He said, this is how far gone this country is. He goes, 10 years ago, I could have a conversation with a Democrat, walk away, not have my mind changed, but have had a decent conversation. He goes, today, he goes, He's like, he points to himself. Tim Pool, he goes, I was a former liberal, right? Tulsi Gabbard, former liberal Democrat. Kennedy, former liberal Democrat. And he goes right on down this list. And he goes, all of these people that were, he goes, Donald Trump, former liberal Democrat. All these people that used to be on the other side of the aisle have come over to the same side of the aisle, right? And he goes, and we can all have a conversation and we can disagree. He goes, and we can do it publicly, right? And he goes, and people on the right, or basically, I think the way he worded it, it was like not everybody on the right, but 90% of people on the left. If you get up there and you disagree with them, they'll burn your goddamn house down. They'll wish harm on you, and they mean it.
Yeah.
He goes, people on the right don't fucking do that. And he's right. They don't.
No.
And and he goes, you don't have to look any further than the summertime riots, the
Chaz,
yeah. Chop, all of that stuff.
Yep.
You had an incredible group of people who, when they got pissed, what did they do? They burned shit down.
Yeah.
Right?
It was mayhem.
Yeah. He goes, what did Donald Trump supporters do when he lost? He goes, absolutely, we bitched. Yeah. We bitched. We were pissed off. Some took it a little too far. And listen, we claim the stupid ones too. They're idiots on the right, that'll walk into a government building when they should have thought twice. But that's a very small percentage, right? And he's like, and if you don't think that the FBI spent a shit ton of time and money tracking every one of those people down, they ended up in jail. And unjustifiably so, a lot of them, for far too much time as well, right? And he goes, that was the definition of our government being used for political purposes. So he said, so now when the tables are turned and those very same resources are being used to go after people that are here illegally, people that cause harm, he goes, you're complaining about it? He goes, I look at you like you have a mental disorder, and he's right.
Yeah.
He's really right. And so anyway, the left has to overcome their compulsion to wish harm on people for having a different opinion. And that's it. Libertarians sure as hell don't do that. They just want you to do drugs and have free sex.
There's segments of both sides that do that, though.
Do you think, I honestly, I know I'm saying this with all due sincerity. I've only met a couple people on the right that I think are batshit crazy enough to go that far. Only a few. I've met a ton on the left.
Yeah.
Is it just me? Is it my bias?
I think
what
it's
do you think?
because we live in Washington and the ratio of Democrats to Republicans and those
55, 45-ish.
that are speaking out is way more people on the
There. I agree. Right. I agree. Well, when we took a look, we were talking about this over the summer, Tom.
Yeah.
The numbers are 45 to 55.
Is it that close?
Yeah, it is. It is. And that was the point that Haywood was making, right? He goes, we have to get out the vote more than anything in this state.
Then I'm even more frustrated with voters in this state if it's that close.
Yeah.
And we just don't get votes.
And especially in Eastern Washington where they feel like their votes mean nothing. So they just don't even turn out. Their numbers are 18, 19, 20%.
Yeah. No, I lived in Eastern Washington.
Yeah. And I love it. I would love to move back over there. If I didn't have a kid, I would absolutely consider, being and moving back over to that part of the state. Or Idaho. Or Colorado. I mean, because it's so bad over here.
Colorado will emulate a lot of what you live here.
Asshole.
If you want a red state, go to Wyoming.
Wyoming, I would definitely not mind going to Wyoming.
Yeah, it's just really windy.
Yes.
Well, too far from the ocean.
I agree with that.
It is
1000%.
Did it find a place by a lake or a river?
Yeah, which is close, but it's not the ocean.
Really quick,
Still
I want to
not
give you
the
guys
same
some
thing,
breaking news. So we talked earlier before you got here, Paul.
Yeah.
LA homicide detectives are investigating fatalities at the home of Rob Reiner. They have released that they haven't identified the names yet, but they said they found a deceased male and female ages 78 and 68 in his home. He and his wife are 78 and 68.
Yeah.
So that doesn't confirm anything.
Yeah.
But it sounds as though the homicide detectives
all coming out soon.
The homicide detectives being on the scene make me believe this may be a murder-suicide or something like that. Maybe.
I mean, I know Reiner was really upset about Trump winning the presidency, but
Really?
what? Am I wrong?
Would somebody
Am I wrong?
actually kill themselves over that? Like,
I don't know.
I
don't know. I mean,
a year after.
I think it's more likely that it's because the Epstein stuff is about to start releasing.
Do you think Rob Reiner is involved with that?
Why not?
Well, I
He's
agree. Why
Hollywood.
not? But because it's pedophilia, that's why not. But I don't. Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks
No.
is the worst of them. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
come on, you guys.
Go
Where do
down
you
the
hear
rabbit
this?
hole, buddy.
No, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
hole.
Listen. I know my son's got me actually questioning my conviction in support of Israel and all this other stuff. I'm tired of people rocking my world. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
You're clapping over it.
Hold on. Let me ask a question because this gets under my skin a little bit.
Here we go.
How do we know that Tom Hanks has got anything to do with
I don't.
Hold on.
I don't. Apparently, somebody's about to tell us.
Let me ask the question, and then you can tell us. How do we know that Tom Hanks has got anything to do with it when the Democrats haven't even released this stuff yet? So
Because
everything.
he's been on the stuff that was already released.
But what was he released on?
The flight log that came out, like
Okay, Trump was on the flight log, but people have
no,
said
he
that
wasn't.
Trump was on the
He was not.
Lori,
He
go
was
ahead.
not on the flight log.
Because in 2020, Tom Hanks exclusively bought pieces of property in Greece and lobbied their congressional representation for allowing adult contact with minors as young as 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
He lobbied for that in 2020.
Yeah, he's sick, man.
Yeah.
All right, so Reuters.
There's
reported-
pictures of him with young boys and they're like tidy whities. Like, I'm.
No. Outside of the movie.
You guys are ruining my image.
Wow.
I mean,
Not
again,
my
I don't-
personal image. I meant.
USA Today said that Tom Hanks didn't flee the U.S. in wake of the Epstein documents. There's again, I don't see anything credible. See, and I'm not saying you guys are wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But the
You
problem
need to go back further. I'm not talking about new stuff. It would have been way back in like 2020,
well,
2021.
yeah, and I'll do some more searching when we go. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Okay.
we've become way too quick for something on the internet to snake its way around, and then people glom onto it. and believe
Dude,
that it's
I
true.
deep dive this shit.
Did you?
I
Okay.
absolutely believe it.
Okay. All right. No, and that's fine. I would be amazed if anybody listed on the Epstein list is still in this country with money. Like if they're on the Epstein list and they know that the docs are about to get released, I would be amazed if any of them are still in this country and not in a country that doesn't have an extradition policy.
Well, apparently Ellen's coming back. So
Ellen DeGeneres?
she.
Oh, she didn't like moving to another country because of Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, because everybody else sucks?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
but no,
she's part of that gays and lesbians for Palestine thing. She might as well move to the Gaza Strip and see how she fits in there.
Yes. Let's see
Kevin,
how that goes
she's
for her.
reported to be part of the Epstein
That's true. That's a good
circle.
point. Yeah.
Same thing with Oprah.
Yeah.
I think that Oprah and others who have a lot of money just feel like they can kind of buy their way out of it.
Exactly.
You know,
Here's what I
Epstein
hate about
did.
that. Hold on. Here's what I hate about that, though. The names that are being run around are all lefties.
That's not true.
I don't hear any right people's names getting bandied about from Republicans about having been on there.
Every day.
They did release some photos last week, and the photos included Trump and included Clinton.
Mhm.
But the photos are just photos of him with Epstein. It doesn't necessarily relate to
And
the
it was
flights
Miss
or the island.
Universe contest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you see the photo that they released for that? So they released this photo of Trump
Mhm.
surrounded by like 8 women.
Mhm.
And then they put black boxes around the women's face
Mhm.
to somehow imply
that
the
picked
photo
on.
is Trump with minors.
Oh my gosh.
And when you take the black boxes away, they were
Contestants.
young women, but they were contestants in the Miss America or the Miss
That's
Universe pageant or whatever,
Which Trump
funded.
owned.
Yeah.
I mean, can we stop? Like, I think Trump is a giant piece of monkey crap. He's a horrible human being. But let's not go down rabbit holes that aren't true. There's plenty of us to dislike about him without making stuff up. That's all I have to say.
That's fair.
Okay.
Plenty of stuff for us
Yeah.
not to like
Yeah.
about it without
Agreed.
making stuff up.
All
And
right.
by the way, would you rather he be president right now or Biden? Or Harris? I'll take Trump. I'll take Trump.
Is that even really a question? Like, I can't.
No, do you know how much crap I still get from people that are, well, you just didn't like Harris because you're a sexist. No, I didn't like Harris because she was a horrible candidate.
She was
She
fucking
didn't
dumb.
have a platform.
No, and she intentionally did not put out a platform before the election, so she didn't have to be held accountable for it.
She had a platform. Stop. And that platform was simple, but you guys have to stop. This is kind of TDS shit, but going backwards. Her platform, I even memorized the damn thing. It's something about unloading the bullshit from yesterday and not having it to deal with going forward in the future. Something like that.
No
Right?
doubt,
What was
no
what
doubt.
was that phrase?
Oh.
Yeah, word salad. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here, you can have it back.
No. Look, I would have voted for Toby Gabbard in a heartbeat. I'm not anti-woman. I would. I
What
just
about Hillary?
Hillary's. That was why I voted for Trump the first time.
Okay, I'm just curious.
She's so awful.
Hillary, listen, I wouldn't trust Hillary to snake a toilet. I wouldn't
careful.
trust her for anything.
Be careful. You might get
What?
Clinton sided.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm about ready to go at this point. I can't deal with all this nonsense. Anyway, so back to the issues with the signature gatherers, right?
Yeah.
So in Paulsbo, there was an incident at one of the grocery stores up in Paulsbo
Mhm.
where a woman rammed the table of the signature gatherers with a shopping cart,
Oh, a cart.
and injured somebody, and they actually had to go seek treatment, and the woman got arrested.
Good.
So
How it should
Need to be accountable for your
Yeah.
behavior. It
But-
doesn't
Yes.
matter.
fuck around and find out. I'm
Right.
so tired of people not fucking around and finding out. They're fucking around and then they're getting off. That
we're not
came out.
talking about your weekend. Beeler. We're not talking about your weekend. But hold on, Beeler. Who's going to hold them accountable, though?
The courts.
No, not the court. The people on the
Please.
right have to hold them accountable. The people on the right have to hold the left accountable, and the people on the left have to hold the right accountable. That's
If
part
they're
of what this
breaking the
country's all
law,
about.
it's not the job of us to
I'm
hold
not-
them accountable.
I'm not talking about breaking the law, because
Assault-
breaking the law becomes the police and the court.
Assault
But I
is-
mean,
I knew you
assault
were
is
gonna do
breaking
that.
the
no,
law.
you're right on that. But I mean, play stupid games, earn stupid prizes. Right? That stuff has to be like in baseball, right?
Okay.
You do something dumb in baseball and the pitcher plunks you. It polices itself. Society has to have a level of policing itself. I'm not advocating you beat the crap out of somebody in a Walmart parking lot. That's not what I'm saying. But society has to have an element of policing itself, because the police can't respond to every time that somebody does something minor and stupid.
Okay.
Sometimes you
because
just need
the
to
minute
smack
we-
somebody across the face.
Kevin, the minute you step in and sit there and maybe hold someone in some way or tell them how you're feeling, then it gets blown up into something bigger than it should have ever been.
And then it loses the message. of what
Exactly.
you're trying to
And then
do
it's
with the initiative.
Oh gosh, this
Yeah.
angry signature gatherer yelled at me in my face.
Exactly.
They're so bad. They're so evil. We hate everything they stand for. And now I have PTSD
When an
because
angry
this lady told me that
When
it's
an
their
ang-
constitutional right.
when an angry person with blue hair comes up to me, if I'm trying to gather signatures at Fred Meyer, and she starts screaming at me, calling me names, calling me a racist and a bigot, I should be legally allowed to smack her with the back of my hand.
No, you shouldn't.
No,
I should
you
be
can't.
legally allowed to smack.
Kevin,
her
shut the
with back
fuck
of my
up.
hand. Just be
Kevin, are you looking for 3 squares and a bed?
what? No, that's why I said legally. I should legally be
The
allowed.
guys
to.
at the jail are really great. They'll take care of
I
you.
said legally should be allowed to, which means I wouldn't get three hots in a cot. Yeah, that's why I said legally. We allow people to get away with the dumbest stuff now.
But
True.
the problem is this. The perception is this state is very tipped left. So your
Extreme.
conservative voice is the minority,
Mhm.
and the minority can't hold the majority accountable.
Mhm.
There's not enough people.
Exactly.
There's not enough oomph behind it.
Right.
Play stupid games, get stupid
Stupid
prizes.
prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trouble is the stupid prize is what the majority of our game players seem to actually be after.
Yeah.
I don't think
They
they
want-
realize it's a stupid prize. I think
Right.
it's something they actually just prize.
They crave.
People are stupid.
Mhm.
There was a big signature gathering event in Olympia yesterday.
Mhm. Tumwater.
Yeah, in Tumwater. Sorry, there were no problems reported.
Oh, good.
Well, you know why? Because all the blue-haired liberals don't want to leave mom's basement when it's pouring down rain outside.
Well, they did the last time, about a
Oh,
month
they,
ago.
no, they didn't this time.
Good.
Winds are high, rain's falling,
Mm-hmm.
places are flooding. By the way, check the weather reports. If you're in a low-lying area, another round of flooding is expected to roll in tonight, into tomorrow and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So be ready, and high winds as well. So have your candles ready.
Have
And
your
your
rowboat.
flashlights.
Don't forget your rowboat.
And if you don't have power, Paul, you guys can come to my house. I got a generator. So it auto turns on. Of course. It's what my dad put in. I didn't do
Notice
it.
he invites you and not Beeler.
You have a generator, didn't you say you had a generator?
It's not hooked up.
Oh, then you come to my house too. You're just right up the hill. You can come to my house. It's fine. In fact, if you lose power, it means I'm out of power, but I'm on the generator. But that'll be fine. You come on down.
Did you have power last night?
We lost power yesterday for a little bit.
Okay. We didn't, but I saw the big trucks barreling down.
Yeah, we lost power yesterday I wasn't home, but my daughter called me and said we lost power, but the generator's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We've been lucky. I haven't lost power in any of the wind yet.
Yeah. All the listeners who know where I live can come to my house when the power's out, but that's only
It's a
all of you.
party.
Only
Kevin's
all of
going to
you.
fire up the grill. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, well, and listen, I have satellite television, so I don't have to
There
worry
you
about
go.
cable going out. I'll still
Yeah.
have TV.
There
It's perfect.
you go.
And
you're not invited though, Beeler. You can go see your plumber. What, Tom?
Damn.
He also has a generator, so thank you. I think
Perfect.
I will.
Good. Is he a local plumber? Is he local?
Oh, he's local-ish.
Is he Kitsap County-ish?
He's in Kitsap County, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What, Paul? Why are you sitting over there shaking your head at me? Everybody on camera can see you shaking your head at me. You might
I
as well
don't
just
think
tell it.
Paul was here for it.
Oh yeah. So Beeler mine's faux wedding is off, as Beeler is now involved in a
She
relationship.
cheating on you?
No, I had to, I'm used to it. It's happened a lot. But I had to be honest with the listening audience because I can't make jokes anymore. I don't want to offend him. Like, remember when Beeler came in and sat on the casting couch, and then all the dudes got all like fake irate about it?
Is he self-employed, a self-employed plumber, or does he work for a bigger company?
He's not a plumber. He just cleaned my pipes this weekend.
Roto Rudy.
I think we're making Paul uncomfortable.
That's great.
Well, it's not like fucking nipples cut out of a
Well, that'll be
sweater.
next Friday. That'll be next week's show when we have the gift exchange.
I'm trying to find one of those sweaters as well, Tom. So
You're gonna wear a sweater with no holes where your nipples are?
no,
The
I was gonna
holes
get
where
the
the
one that
nipples-
has the boobs like printed on them.
Okay.
I wasn't actually.
You don't really
gonna
need
have-
that. I'm pretty sure it's self-descriptive.
I'm going to
bullshit.
pretend that I
You
have
can get
them.
the snowman with the googly eyes.
Oh
Kelly.
yeah,
Kelly
that'd
Kelly.
be
Yeah,
fun.
that's kind of funny.
That means I have to go shopping this week, and I
Every time you mention googly eyes, reminds me of the girl that Paul hooked me up on a date with that had googly eyes.
He was
She
railing her
really
up
had-
against the fence. One eye looked one way and the other eye looked the other.
look at me.
She even told him right in the middle of him doing it. You know, he's
My eyes are up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Guys.
Trust me, I
Yeah.
will.
yeah. I ain't saying nothing. Not saying anything anymore about Kevin's dating life.
That is
That's right.
so funny.
Because
Comments in
Kevin
chat.
paid me not to.
Comments in
nice.
chat. Tegan said Tumwater Police were there in force. Thank you, Tumwater PD.
Yeah, thanks, Tom Water.
Rick said the part of UK where Ellen moved to is actually really nice. He was stationed there for 3 years. Well, you had a good time there, which means it appeals to Republicans, and she's very left. Margie said, overturning Citizens United, a group of Democratic House members have filed some action to overturn it.
Listen, I think that's a legitimate debate for people to have. And I know a lot of conservatives support that decision. I did not. And that's a whole nother issue. I'm just saying it is a conversation worth having. Whether you agree or disagree with it, it is a conversation worth having because it did change a lot of our election laws in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. John Walker said the left, wish death on the president and rejoice about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Sickos.
Agreed.
Margie said New Mexico. Thanks, Margie.
What about New Mexico?
I don't know.
It's there.
It was
It is
something,
there.
Yep.
something
It
about
is there.
something.
And I believe that's where Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner hang out.
Right?
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
I should have turned left at Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. Mike said he gets his new book on Thursday.
Yes.
What new bike?
Well, he in fact
I
it
recommended
was
it.
a book that Alicia recommended. The professor told him to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
All right.
did, yeah.
Gonna do a book report and report it to us, Mike. Thank you.
Well, I'm
What's the name of the book?
Uh,
The story of how Beeler lost to K-Dog in a constitutional challenge on the Outlaw Radio Network.
oh for
in Kevin's dreams. I think what was it called, Mike? We the People. I think it's called.
I think We the People is
Yeah.
what it was.
Kumasacha for
I was
Dummies.
trying to find something that wasn't so slang.
Kevin, you meant Kama Sutra.
I know I was being funny, Paul.
Oh,
Kumasacha.
that wasn't funny. Okay.
Kumasacha.
so that he could just read it and be like,
Right.
"Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just facts and dates and figures.
yeah." Hopefully, that's what it is. It's not one that I've used for teaching, but
it's something that's sorely lacking in this country within high schools.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I don't know if
colleges.
I would agree. It's just that I think that there's an incredible lack of just basic how your government works.
Oh, for sure.
Stuff they used to
Absolutely,
teach
yeah.
in civics and stuff like that. I mean, it was even winding its way down when I was graduating in 1990.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, education has gone a bad direction. They don't even teach cursive anymore.
So I graduated in 91, the year after you. And I was talking to a buddy of
Look,
mine.
you guys are old.
Damn. Thanks.
Sorry.
Why don't you go get Snake? Go get Snake, Beeler. We'll talk to you
And I was talking to a buddy of mine who graduated. He's a little younger than me. I think he's 46-ish, you know, right there, kind of, you know, mid-late 40s.
Around Beeler's age.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to presume anything.
I'm 46. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he was talking about when he graduated from high school, you know, economics, government, contemporary world problems, not requirements.
Right. Yeah.
Like what?
And that's not far after us, man.
Yeah. And how can you not have that as required? I mean, that's just like stretch your brain a little.
I mean, they should just put a required class in every high school called life or adulting 101.
They need to.
Just teach them what's your credit score about? How do you keep a checking account, right?
Let me tell you, in Ohio, that was actually a required class, was financial literacy, so that when kids were graduating high school, they knew how to balance a checkbook. They knew like what everything meant. My daughter's super smart about her money. I never learned that shit when I was growing up.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't know what my credit score was or anything else. All
Right.
was
I
that
didn't
when
know what that was till like late 20s.
when I turned
had
18,
no idea.
went into Seafirst Bank. You remember Seafirst? Oh, you're 18. Would you like a credit card? What? Of course I want free money. Not free money.
Not free money.
Thought it was free money.
No, yeah.
For at least a year till they started calling me. Want to know when I was giving it back. You know? Is that what that's for?
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You with a credit card would scare the crap out of me. There was a dude that went into a nativity scene and put a zip tie on baby Jesus in protest.
Say what?
There was a guy. He went to a nativity scene.
Was it a living nativity scene?
No, it was not a living.
Okay.
nativity scene. But he put zip ties on baby Jesus. That is one of those do stupid things, get stupid prizes things, because he should be able to be smacked.
What?
Well, but isn't that
how's putting a?
I mean, that's a protest.
Private property.
How's putting a zip tie on a?
Stay off my
doll a
private
protest?
property. I can smack you.
How is putting a zip tie on a doll a protest?
It's about Trump and illegal immigrants, and that's what it was designed to be about.
I'm glad he went after baby Jesus for that. 'Cause
Right.
That's exactly who deserves it.
It was either him or Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I mean, somebody deserves it. So,
Baby
okay
Jesus.
then.
But they're going to put the zip tie on Will Ferrell?
Yeah, well, do you remember Will Ferrell in the
Like
movie
around his
Talladega?
mouth would
He's
be
like,
great.
we're going to give thanks to baby Jesus.
No, I
would that
like Will
stop-
Ferrell. I haven't seen any of his movies.
Would that stop Will Ferrell?
Oh,
from
I love
making
Talladega
movies?
Nights.
He's so
Shake
horrible.
and bake.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell is so horrible.
So did you guys
I agree, Kevin.
Yeah, he is actually, but
I
he
haven't
does have
seen the
some good
list
movies.
of
Both
show
of those.
topics, so I didn't know what you had slated for the next one, and I was going to bring up the terror attack that took place.
Hmm?
The one in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's not do it now. We've only got 9 minutes left before break. But
Well, that's plenty of time. It's Australia.
You want to talk about that real quick? Because there was a shooting at Brown University too. We can talk about. As
Okay,
well.
that I didn't hear about.
it would have been really great to learn about these things like before the show. Thanks.
I'm sorry. Some of us were working and not getting our pipes cleaned. Okay. So if you want to list the show topics, why don't you put one together in between sessions?
Fucking walked right into that.
I'm sorry, honey. I need to take a break so I can write down some show topics. And then we can commence back to our normal activities.
Wait, you want your pipes cleaned?
No, her. I'm talking about her.
You said.
But I'm talking about her. She can stop getting her pipes cleaned. She can write up some stuff. Hey, why don't we talk about this? And then she can go back to getting her pipes cleaned.
Oh, brother.
Some of us were working.
Did you see Cabin Boy?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Have you seen Waiting, Tom? The movie Waiting?
Yes, that's a great movie.
Got
Maybe.
Ryan Reynolds in it.
Mm-hmm.
He works at
Maybe.
like a Sherry's kind of restaurant.
Yep.
Maybe.
I recommend Waiting to anybody.
It is a great movie.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is. It's
It'll make you never eat food in a fucking restaurant again, is what it'll
okay. I've worked in many restaurants.
Tom,
That
you're
shit
gonna
was
learn
not
what the
good.
goat is and the bat wing and the brain. Yeah,
That's
you'll learn what all that
gross.
stuff is.
I
That's
would
gross.
never
Oh,
eat
you know
that.
what? I think I've seen Waiting.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I said the bat wing and the goat and the brain,
Immediately, the professor got this grin on her face because she's like, I know what that was.
that movie's hilarious.
Here, the
Completely
baby bird.
inappropriate.
You've seen the baby bird.
Yeah, the baby bird.
Yeah.
I do recommend if you're a
Anyway.
parent with small children, you should watch that movie with your small children.
Oh God.
And then play the game. Play the
Everybody plays the game.
game. Plays the game.
Queen.
What about Queen?
Everybody plays the game.
Is that a song by Queen?
Yes. Dick. Thank you. God.
Wow, I didn't know you were such a Queen expert, Paul.
Well,
It's the greatest band with the greatest singer of all time.
I
Freddie
have to.
Mercury.
I mean, he was great, but I kind of
Thank
still
you.
have to
That's right.
disagree.
You are absolutely entitled to disagree.
Who do you think is?
I mean, I would Johnny Cash.
Well, that's not a band, honey.
Oh my God, no.
Solid choice.
Wow, he got the hand. Whoopsh.
Solid
No.
choice.
Don't.
But there is better.
Listen.
Okay, well,
when your
listen, you're
perception
right.
of the greatest
Probably-
band is a
Can we figure
karaoke
out
singer
who
whose
had
head's too
the-
big,
The most album sells, like
Queen.
Okay, well, all right. Well, I'll give you that.
But you are entitled if you believe that Johnny
what
Cash
band-
is the best act out there.
What
I'm not
band
gonna
was
fault
named
you
with the
for that.
greatest?
It's your opinion. You're good
What
to go on.
band had the greatest rock song of all time? Is
That would be
declared by Rolling
Queen,
Stone?
the
No,
28-minute song they did at
He's
Live
gonna
Aid.
say Journey,
It
which
was
is
Journey.
completely fucking wrong.
No,
Right.
Don't Stop Believing was declared the greatest rock song.
on tuning.
It was Don't Stop Believing. I'm gonna have to get the link up for Beeler to see
Please,
this.
let's just not do that.
Why? You said I was
Because
wrong.
nobody here
No,
wants to
I
hear
knew
Journey.
it was gonna be Journey as soon as you said that.
Okay, because Journey's
Yeah.
the greatest band in the history.
No,
of music.
I disagree though. I don't think so.
Band. So who's a better band than Journey? Don't say Johnny Cash. He's one dude.
Oh, there's plenty of bands that are better.
He
than Journey.
has a band, jackass.
No, but he's not in a band. He makes his own music. He makes all the decisions. A band is a combo effort.
Johnny Cash had a studio group, a
Yeah.
band that would tour with him, and that band would change all the time. He was an artist.
Yeah.
What's your
Whatever.
point? I don't understand. You're
I-
just
He's
he
saying
doesn't-
I need to pick a band and not a
Band,
singular.
and not a
person.
singular artist.
No, you could say Johnny Cash because he does all the arranging himself.
No.
He's incredibly
Oh,
talented.
For
dude.
God's sakes, Paul.
Do you know what arrangements are? You don't. You
Yes.
understand how that works in music?
Arranged marriages? They happen in India all the time.
In
Okay.
Ohio,
You want me to pick a band? I'm gonna go with
Minnesota.
Metallica.
Metallica?
Yeah,
incredibly talented band.
it is.
I
Except
haven't
when they make
forgiven-
poor business choices like suing their fans.
I haven't been a fan of Metallica since Napster.
Oh,
A little butthurt on that, are you?
It's kind of. Well, wait. Are you asking him if he's? I'd say Lars
Him,
was.
not you. Yeah.
Lars was butthurt.
Oh, hold on. I think we have somebody who wants to come in and say hi. I'm waiting for confirmation from Boss Baby. Okay, Boss Baby. Whenever she's ready, like you what should I? Oh, you're gonna go. What are you gonna do? All right, hold on. Boss Baby's up to something. So I have a president of my fan club.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
You have
Oh,
a president of your fan club?
yeah, yeah.
You have a fan club?
She's my biggest fan. You've met her too.
Who? The president is a dude.
Say hello, fan club president.
Can't
Oh.
hear her.
Hold on. Boss Babies, tell your microphone's muted on your end.
Everybody.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. Say hello.
Hello.
No,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
still not hearing her.
Oh, I know.
so is
That's
that
one of the-
in the right spot?
That's either the
Say
very
hello.
worst of presidents
Say hello
or the
again.
very best.
Hello.
Say hello again. There you are.
Oh, yay!
So that was your fault, Kevin.
It was my fault.
Okay.
It's always Kevin's
When
fault.
does I go?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you want to give your real name or do we want to give you a nickname so we're
You say
protecting your
baby,
identity?
baby boss baby. Mini boss baby. No, that's lame. Okay. Well, my name's Anna. I'm Kevin's biggest fan, and I give him crap because he shares a birthday with Luke Bryan, and he's jealous.
That's right.
Oh,
Wait,
you-
hold on.
Tell him
You're
that.
Kevin's biggest fan, but you give him crap because he's jealous?
Yes.
Of
Okay.
what? What's
see,
Kevin
me and
jealous
Kevin,
of?
Me and Kevin, we're like besties, but we're besties on the fact that I have to give him crap to be a bestie because you're not a bestie without giving him crap. You know?
Literally what you said makes absolutely no sense, and we're all dumber for having heard it.
It does.
works
It's,
in our
It's
relationship.
girl knowledge.
Yeah,
It's girl knowledge.
It works in our relationship.
Hold on. I think
Yeah,
we need to dig down on that a
Skipped
little
over
bit.
me.
Girl knowledge?
I don't know what that is.
Kevin has girl knowledge. That's your point. I don't even know who I'm talking
I
to.
think-
I'm just curious.
Her name is Anna.
This person says that Kevin has girl knowledge.
You've met Anna.
I'm sure I have. If you say I have, I
You
believe
were.
that I have.
She was at the cancer walk with us when we went.
I wasn't at the cancer.
Oh, that's right. You never met Paul, did you, Anna?
Clearly not. Or I'd have
You are
a,
so blessed.
I'd have
You
a
realize how
president.
lucky you are to not know Paul. Did you
Oh,
listen? Did your aunt tell you what I told her to tell you about?
Yes, about the karaoke.
Yes. So if you come to karaoke after you turn 21, I will sing you a Luke Bryan song.
You're not 21.
Okay, well, what days?
No, she's almost 21. Paul, be careful. That's my niece.
I'm gonna get tanked.
What's that?
I said she'll
You're gonna
change.
get.
Yeah, they know.
What nights are karaoke?
When is karaoke?
Yeah.
When you turn 21.
My birthday's on a Tuesday.
Well, it doesn't have to be that
The
day.
following Friday, whatever the Friday is after your birthday, I'll make sure I'm not.
I can
working at
already
the
see
escape
what's gonna
room,
happen right
and we'll go.
now.
And
You can feel it. The energy is swirling around.
I'll sing you some Luke Bryan.
Yeah, he's gonna sing her some Luke Bryan.
I'm talking to Kevin.
And wear a fucking moo and
I will not wear a muumuu, and I will punch you in your nose.
it's on video, dude.
That video was not me singing Luke Bryan, and I hate you.
I can prove it to everybody. I can show the video.
So, and if
Would
you
like to
tell
see
me
the
what
video?
song in advance you want, I'll make sure I learn the right song for you.
Plays it.
Okay, well, now I have to think of like the right
As
song.
long as it's not Strip It Down, because that is the dumbest song ever written.
All right, now I'm going to tell
Okay,
Kevin.
okay,
has
well, what's
karaoke.
your least favorite song?
No, Kevin's favorite song at karaoke is "I Touch Myself" by the B-52s.
First of
The
all,
Divinyls.
it's the Divinyls.
the Divinyls. I don't care whoever it was, but the song is "I
God.
Touch Myself." Trust me, Kevin loves it.
You should sing the Apple Bottom song.
Apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur, All right.
You got
Clearly, somebody spent time learning that song.
I used
You
to
got 'em
DJ.
going
I used to
again.
DJ in a club.
It's
remember?
your story, brother. You can tell how you want.
All right, whatever.
That was our setup serenade.
Listen,
Apple bottom jeans.
Was it
listen.
really?
When your aunt comes up for the show in person, you should come up with her, and
Okay.
we'll throw
Once
you on a
she turns
microphone.
Because if there's
21,
one thing,
I'll do it.
if there's one
Why?
thing Kevin needs is a girlfriend
My
at
dad
21.
has
No,
everything
stop
under
it.
the sun. Does it really matter if I'm 21 or not?
I just don't want to expose
Well, only legally.
She doesn't want to expose her to the show until she's 21.
Yeah.
Already
I
been
think
exposed
that's
to
been
Kevin.
accomplished. She's your biggest fan.
She is my
It
biggest.
seems
I've
like she's
only
already been
to
exposed.
Kevin, and I think that's the worst of all of them.
It's well, you haven't met Paul yet.
Oh,
What did she
Andy
say?
said you haven't met Paul yet.
Well,
Ah.
listen. When you're intellectually intimidated by me, that's probably a good way to
All
feel.
right.
I get it.
Anna, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you in forever, but we should we'll do karaoke. What month is your birthday?
February.
February. Okay, we're almost there then. All right, we'll figure out karaoke, and I would like to buy your first shot of tequila.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a whole family lining up to do that.
No, it's okay. I'll let Kevin do it.
I'll buy you your first shot of tequila after you're 21.
Andy doesn't want to do a shot of tequila.
All right, we got to go to top of the hour bump.
Yes.
It's good to
Okay,
see
bye.
you. Come up sometime.
Is she
okay?
willing to drive in the Derby? That's all I want to know.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
Andy never drives.
Andy
Andy's too
wants
drive
to
the
smart.
drive.
Huh?
Andy,
I'll drive.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't
who's-
want her to drive because you will get wrecked.
Andy wants to drive.
Andy
Well,
wants to drive.
Yeah.
I think maybe
Well,
we
I
should
want to
let-
drive.
Yeah.
I think we should let Andy and her drive
We don't have
because
that many
none of you
cars.
can beat me.
Shut the
So
fuck up.
I mean,
Oh, I will wreck
reigning-
you, Kevin.
I am the reigning
I will wreck
and
you.
defending champion. There we go.
I will wreck you.
None of us.
Promises.
Rex in effect, full of.
None of us can beat you.
Don't let him get
You
too.
fuckers let him win, okay? That's all I'm saying, Tom. I had shit arranged. All you had to do was follow the plan, and we could have all worked together, and we wouldn't have to listen to this shit.
Well, this
All right.
last derby, I got tangled up with your brother and lost a tire.
And I had a shitty car, so I really
right.
don't
And
want
then
to
the
hear
derby before
Anna,
that,
Let's go to our break.
I won.
Anna, we love you. Make sure
love you
that
too,
your
Kevin.
boyfriend knows before he proposes, he has to get my permission.
Yes, he did tell me that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
If your
Wait.
boyfriend's going to propose, he has to get
Before
Kevin's permission.
Ashton,
Asher.
no,
She doesn't have
Archer.
a dad. Like, why?
Oh, every other name.
She has a
Then-
dad, but
then
she
why?
has to go through the K-Dog hurdle too.
Nobody
So,
cares. Nobody cares.
Anna agrees, right, Anna?
Oh.
What? What am I
Yeah,
agreeing to?
exactly. Thank you.
You
All right.
don't agree.
Goodbye, Anna.
They
Have a good
know.
day.
Bye.
See ya. All right, there goes Anna. Okay, so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna let the people with the bladder of a 12-year-old go use the restroom. When we come back, we'll talk about what happened at Bondi Beach. Bondi,
Bonda. Bonda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bondi.
Talk about that. We'll also segue into what happened at Brown
Japanese
University.
warrior during World War II. Bondi.
Different reasons, same effect, and more. It's the Outlaw Radio Network. We're coming back after this on outlawradionetwork.com.
Okay.
All right, I'll put together a list of stories real quick. Give me 5 minutes.
Perfect. Do your job, schmuck.
Suddenly I was awake enough to leave my bed. Bleary-eyed, I stretch and yawn, I rub the mess upon my head. I know I've done it all before. But something changed, I feel attached, my world aligned at last. It's in the stars, it's on my hands, I see it in my looking glass. These eyes I don't recognize, somebody simplified. Breathe in the air, Mother Nature set the pace. Hands in my hair, I fall in love with her embrace. And how the sun can paint a picture on my face. Think I can run 100 miles off of the feeling today. Never know when it'll hit you, but it hits you hard. Got the wind behind your back, the blood is pumping through your heart. To finally be alive, running from the start. Breathe in the air, Mother Nature set the pace. Hands in my hair, I fall in love with her embrace. Now the sun can paint a picture on my face. Think I can run 100 miles off of the feeling today.
All right, it's Outlaw Radio Network. Coming back for hour number 2. Thanks for supporting the show. We appreciate you. K-Dog, St. Paul, Black Tom, Beals. Everybody's back on video, by the way. Just
Everybody's
so you know.
back. Don't
CEO
pick
is
your
here.
nose.
CEO is here, making sure we don't get in trouble from the feds, the state, or the FCC, which now has
Fuck the FCC.
Thank you very much.
And the horse they rode in on.
No jurisdiction. By the way, a wind advisory was just issued in Western Washington. So
Really?
more winds are on their way.
By the way, I'm no longer HR because if you have read the news, SHRM, the HR organization, has been sued and lost their lawsuit for discrimination.
Who were they discriminated against?
Not surprising. Just not surprising.
Hold on, who were they discriminated against?
Oh, there's so many stories I could
Oh, is
tell.
there? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So basically,
just
everybody.
the spelling of your name not being considered on an application because your name might
Might be ethnic or
might
racial
indicate
or
a certain culture or something.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
like Shaniqua or
I've heard about instances like that.
DeMarcus.
because it's a great example of what I've seen. Bob has always gotten past the censor.
Yeah. What about Juan or I'm trying to think of other Hispanic.
Jose?
Yeah, Jose.
Jose.
Yeah, Juan, Jose.
Jose, can you see?
Or Jose B.
You know, it's interesting because Juan and Jose seem to be discriminated against in applications.
Right.
Just from a purely anecdotal, look at things.
Yeah.
But Carlos is held in higher esteem. Like
Weird.
Carlos is almost considered like a, upper echelon name or a prep school name.
But Carlos could be Italian.
You know
so
what
it could
else
be
gets passed
European.
over? 3 master's degrees and almost a PhD.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Having a hard time with
Almost?
that. No, it does. Almost PhD.
Okay.
I'm working on my dissertation.
Okay,
now.
I thought you were working on that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've been slacking off a little bit.
Well, none of that shit's easy, but I will tell you this. Anybody, I mean, I don't understand why they would pass over 3 master's degrees. Like, seems like a lot to me, a little bit excessive. Like, maybe you have a compulsion.
I mean,
but just saying.
I didn't get any callbacks for interviews until I took 2 of them off. And then I got like a couple.
Do you think maybe it was a worry of overqualified, so they couldn't afford you?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's not like it was like executive level jobs. I don't want to do another executive level job right now.
I have found it interesting as I have been looking, trying to find, because I've lost everything, right? So now I have to, I mean, unless I want to work till I'm 80, I got to go find something that's going to pay me more than just being a contractor or like a second, job, or people have all kinds of names for it and stuff. But so
Side hustle.
And yeah, I turned in 171 resumes.
Yeah.
I got 2 interviews.
I know, isn't it ridiculous?
And it was, but then I changed how I was looking, and I changed it when looking for basically a whole different category for high ticket remote. Totally different story.
Yeah.
But half of those are people wanting you to put out money to start something. That's not what I'm fucking looking for.
No.
Exactly.
And what I would say is that the more experience that you have on there, or the more that your resume or CV is skill based, don't put dates. As you get older,
I don't have dates. I had it professionally done. It's not like I just sat down and did it.
No.
Yeah.
I understand that. I had mine professionally done, and then I went to a person who works exclusively with AI, and he did my resume using AI, and all of a sudden I started getting interviews and everything.
Okay,
so
good to know.
Well, let me say
yeah,
this
I gotta
too.
find something in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah.
But I would definitely drop it down to 1 master's. They don't need to know all the rest.
Right.
My niece ran into the same thing. She's getting her PhD in accounting. She teaches online, but she has a regular job as well.
Yeah.
In Florida, she was having a hard time because she had the bachelor's, the master's, and she's working on the PhD.
Yeah.
She took everything off but the bachelor's. She got a job right away as a controller.
Maybe I should do that.
Well, look,
yeah.
if I'm a potential employer and I'm looking through resumes and I see a woman who has 3 masters, I think this is a chick who thinks she knows everything.
Well, if she's got 3 master's degrees, it's a fair bet she knows more than me or you.
Probably not going to hire her.
I mean, I know the social science. I've mastered 3 of those, but
I know.
there is
I'm not
still a
knocking you.
vast majority of information that I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
A woman
That's
who
a
admits
fucking,
that she doesn't
that's
know
a
everything?
soundbite right there.
Mm-hmm.
Too
Every
bad
time.
we don't have Dennis anymore.
Anytime we play anything, we should just play that clip. I don't know everything. Okay.
Just leave it
I
at
don't
that.
know everything. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kevin, you could learn something.
Shut up, Paul.
Kevin does need to learn that.
She's on my crap list anyway because she came on the air and said I was ugly.
Oh
So
my God.
that I was unattractive, and I'm never going to forget that. Hope you die in a fire. Okay, so here's what we got.
Wow.
Coming out of Sydney, Sydney, Australia. If you've been watching the news at all, this has been all over the place. At least 12 people are confirmed killed, and at least almost 30 more injured after 2 douche canoes opened fire at a Hanukkah celebration at Sydney's Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
Is that Bondi, whatever.
Bondi.
There was over
Go to hell for
100.
that.
Sorry, over 1,000 people had assembled
Yeah.
at this location as it was a Hanukkah by the Sea 2025. It was the first day of Hanukkah. It was a huge opportunity for the Jewish population of Australia to all gather in one place and celebrate Hanukkah.
And there's video out there, by the way, of the guy that broke up the attack and stopped it. So
We'll talk about that
you
in a
want to
second.
see a real hero.
Well, I'm going to ask you about that in a second because I have one issue with it, and I'll get into it with a second. But if you watch the video of them shooting, there are civilians all around them running away from them, and they are not shooting at any of them at all.
Oh.
They are specifically shooting, and they had like tunnel vision on their target.
Wow.
They weren't looking for normal Australians. They were looking for the Jewish community. And if you watch the video, there's people running around behind them, trying to get away from them. and they never flinch and look back at any of them. They're solely focused on shooting into that beach.
Wow.
So again, as of right now, at least 12 dead. Although I'm going to double check.
I thought it was only 2.
It's up to 15
Oh,
now.
15. Okay.
15 now are confirmed dead.
Wow.
With more than 24 injured.
Huh.
The names of one of the suspected perpetrators has been released. Trying to find that again because I just saw. Naveed Akram. But no information has been released about him that I have seen yet.
I
Now,
thought we weren't supposed to say the shooter's name.
I don't normally say the shooter's names, but I'm going to say his name because it sounds like what? Sounds like he's got a Middle Eastern origin, which would link me back to some, Middle Eastern group, or could be ISIS supported, could be a spin-off of somebody who wants to leg hump ISIS, could be a number of things. So,
oh yeah, Corey.
Oh
About
wow!
Reiner.
Yeah, Rob Reiner
Yeah.
and his wife were found brutally stabbed to death in their Brentwood home.
Wow.
Okay, so it wasn't a murder.
Wasn't
suicide.
a murder suicide, as I was guessing.
Just a murder.
Hopefully, it didn't have anything to do with politics.
Hopefully not.
I just wonder.
I mean,
how
I really
people-
pray that it didn't.
Wonder how people.
Because
get
Reiner
in-
was really outspoken.
Wonder how people get into his home. Like he's got to live in a gated community with a lot of security, and like.
Do you think security is really that good these days?
Well, security's been neutered like cops, thanks to the leftist politicians,
Right,
in my
I
opinion. Do you feel? You? I think everybody here is pro Second Amendment. We don't. I mean, they wouldn't get
Well.
through the gates with us. But in all seriousness, would you feel like? Think about this. In all seriousness, in Washington State, where you live, in your house right now, if somebody broke into your house and you had a gun 5 feet away, would you grab that gun and
Yeah.
then would you shoot?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how comfortable would you feel with the laws in this state that you would be protected?
50-50.
Well, that most people don't, right? And that's a different thing. I think a different thing altogether. But I think you just hit the nail on the head. In this state,
Mhm.
when you know politics in this state, how comfortable would you feel pulling that trigger?
I'd be pretty confident in this, even in this.
Fucking
state.
not me.
Hold on. In this state, it would be if it was somebody that I had no prior connection to, someone I didn't know.
You don't have time to just make that
No,
distinction.
I know, but I'm just saying, if it's somebody breaking into the home that I don't know or something like that, and they can't connect me in some other way where they could try to draw some other correlation, I feel pretty safe.
So if you recognize that person, you'd hesitate.
You'd have to at that point.
I get, and here's,
I mean, because then it comes down to the question of, did you lure them?
in Washington, we do not have the right of my home is my castle here in Washington
We don't
State.
have that. What was it called in
It's
Missouri?
this is a stand your ground state.
You can
Stand your ground.
Yeah, good luck. You can get a felony conviction for drawing your gun and not shooting in this state.
And if
The
I'm in
laws
my
here are
home-
not beneficial to a gun owner.
I know, but if you're in your home
Mhm.
and the entry wound is on the front of the body,
Well, but now you're talking evidence in a court case.
I know. I'm just saying that if you're in your home and your home has been, someone has broken into your
Broken
home,
in. Mhm.
and the entry wound is on the front of the body,
Mhm.
I think you're good. I have faith in the system.
Okay, that's an okay answer, because when you said I think I'm good, that's telling.
Yeah, I have faith in the system at that point.
Okay.
Now, if they're running out my front door and I shoot them in the back, yeah, I'm screwed.
So the problem in this state is that if somebody breaks into my house, say I came walking in, say I pulled up, right? Front of my door is busted open.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what's happened. And as I'm getting out of my vehicle, I see somebody come running out. And I hear my wife or a kid or somebody in the house screaming, right? And that person takes you should feel in this country like you have the ability to defend yourself. But in that situation, like you said, I have faith if the bullet wound was at an appropriate position that I was shown, I was shooting them, face to face kind of thing.
Center mass, front of the body.
Right. The problem that I have with this state and the laws regarding the Second Amendment in the state is that if you flash a gun at somebody, say you're feeling threatened or whatever,
right.
You flash a gun. In fact, there's a great Audit the Audit clip about a Washington State officer who a guy was making hand signals at her. She was not in her uniform. She was not in a cop car. She was driving down the road, and the guy was making signals like a little pistol with their finger at her and stuff like that.
Right.
So she waved her service gun.
Oops.
Yeah. Guess what? She got arrested.
Yeah.
And was prosecuted.
She should have waved her badge.
Brandishing a firearm.
Yeah, she should have waved her badge.
So she wasn't at work or anything else. But yeah, she should have thought to. But my point is, in this state, you don't have the luxury of thinking about what you should do because the state's laws are so convoluted. If you own a gun and it gets stolen and used in a crime by somebody else in this state, you're going to jail for that.
You're in trouble. Yeah.
You know, I should not have to feel that way, right? Because there are plenty of things that could happen that I may not even know that gun's been stolen.
Right.
You know, so it's just, we are not given the benefit of the doubt as gun owners in Washington state.
No.
We are treated like criminals in this state for being gun owners.
Yep.
And that's not appropriate. But
no, I agree with you.
That's my sermon. Yeah. What the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, the attack in yeah.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about this. So you've seen the video of that civilian disarming the weapon from one of the shooters.
Yeah.
So as I understand it, after he disarmed him, the shooter was
second shooter came running up.
Well, no, the video that I saw, he ran the shooter that was disarmed ran away.
He did. Yep.
And then eventually got a hold of another weapon and resumed firing again.
Yep.
In that situation, what is the right? So let me walk through the scenario again. So he attacks the shooter, is able to wrestle the gun from him. He's got the guy at gunpoint. The guy clearly doesn't care because he's putting distance and he's going to run away. At that point, would you be, because I'm thinking you got to shoot him. You can't let him run.
100%. But they don't have the same laws or even the same mentality about our Second Amendment in Australia that we do here. They didn't grow up with that thought process.
Well, and the guy that grabbed the gun may not even know how to shoot it because
exactly
they're so restricted in Australia.
I mean, firearm access in Australia is pretty much zero now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm thinking at least take the guy out of his knees. Like, keep him from running anywhere.
Well, then you'd have to be a good shot and hope that you hit. Listen, if it's me, instinct takes over. But for an American, I think it's vastly different than it is for somebody in the British Empire, right? It like you guys have said, they took their guns.
Yep.
If you live in a British territory, you don't have the right to keep and bear arms.
Nope.
You know, they saw what it did to them 250 years ago. They didn't like how the result turned out, right? So they made sure they took everybody's freaking guns. I'm just saying, as an American, if I'm disarming a shooter, I have no idea what he's going to do or if he has another weapon on him somewhere, right? As soon as I disarm him, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm putting him down.
Yeah.
And not to maim or injure, right? You're putting him down to kill him.
No, send your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
So,
and that's why I'm not 100% sold on this idea that guy's a hero. I mean, in a way he is,
he's
right?
a hero for stopping it.
But then the guy was able to go grab another weapon and start shooting at people again. You know what I mean? Like,
but he still stopped.
I know. And I'm not knocking him. Like, most people never have the opportunity to even think how they would respond in a situation like that. So, but I'm just saying, at some point, you got to put him down like a rabid dog in that minute.
Yes.
You know, you just got to put him down. They're like a German Shepherd.
That's our mindset as Americans, I think. I mean, we all grew up playing, Army or, Cowboys and Indians, or some of us
Cops
were
and
the
robbers,
Indians,
or
whatever. Yeah. So it's just we have that mindset in this country. I think we've all grown up with the understanding that our nation's history is, well, frankly, based on blood, right? We're the only country that will cross a frozen river on Christmas Eve and kill you when you wake up hungover in the morning, because we did it.
We did it, yeah.
It's not wrong,
right? So I just think as Americans we do have that unique perspective. I understand you're being critical of the man. I do, and
yeah, I didn't mean to be critical of him.
You would think that his first instinct would have been, I took his gun, he's running away, I got to shoot this fucker.
Yeah.
Right. That would be what an American would think, man or woman.
I'd have taken his ass out.
Yeah.
You would have had to have. You would have had to have, because especially if he's not giving up, like if he's not like, I'm down, I'm on the ground, I give up, I'm done.
As Americans, our first thought is that guy might have another gun. I think probably it's safe for me to say that as an Australian, that probably didn't even enter his mindset.
Does anyone know when Australia kind of gave up their firearms? What year that was?
About the time they became a penal colony.
No, no,
It's
no.
a joke.
no.
I'm kidding. It's just a joke.
Okay.
2020. Lori says 2020.
Was it 2020?
So
Okay, I know
Australia-
I trust Lori like Mr. Spock.
So Australia implemented a comprehensive national gun ban and control laws in 1996.
Can you
Okay.
actually verify that? Because AI sucks.
I know AI sucks, but again, here's Australia's 1996 gun law reforms.
I know they had a
huge.
huge buyback program and stuff.
I think that was the 2020, right? Is when they did the buyback. And
was it
in
that
the fucking outback with alligator saltwater crocodiles that are 20 feet fucking long?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Well, and fuck the knife against a croc. Against
But
the
you
salt,
you
right?
can have some guns in Australia, right?
I don't know. I don't know what their rules are there, but it
No,
would seem to
I
make
think
sense that
they're-
if you live in the outback, you carry
It
it.
says ban on certain ones.
Yeah.
Pull up an actual.
That's what I'm looking for. Hold on, give me a sec. You guys talk. Hold on.
Like, to hear Joe Biden, right? You don't need an assault weapon. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I give a shotgun to my wife, okay? And I load it with bird shot so she doesn't have to be accurate.
No,
But fuck your shotgun, man.
Right?
Hey, the shotgun's a great tool for a particular
Shooting skeet.
for a particular job.
Yes.
Yeah, but home defense.
I would rather shoot an AR than a shotgun.
Right. Well,
if somebody came through.
And you have a lot of experience with firearms, do you not? I mean, didn't you pack or still? I thought for a while, didn't you?
I don't have my concealed since I've
Okay.
gotten back,
Okay.
but yes, I did before then.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So in Australia, you can own a gun. You have to identify a genuine reason. So sport target shooting, recreational hunting,
Okay.
primary
So if
production,
you're a rancher or you live in the outback,
pest control, business employment, rural occupation, animal welfare, firearm collector.
okay.
2, you have to dependent upon the reason you give, you have to provide proof. So either proof of your employment,
Dude rolls into
or something.
to the state office with a dead 18-foot saltwater crocodile. How's this for proof?
Then you have to fill out an application
My
for a firearm
cat's still in
license.
its mouth.
You have to complete a multi-day firearm safety course, pass a written test, and a practical assessment.
Yeah, we'd love that if we had a place to do that in kids.
Then you complete your forms, and you go through a background check, criminal record check, any court-ordered mental health orders, and intelligence checks.
Ooh, Harmony's out.
And if you, wow, okay,
Who's Harmony?
his ex-wife.
Oh.
And then if your application is approved, you'll be sent a letter, and then you have to pay a fee, and then the RTA will issue a firearm license.
Interesting.
Okay. July 1st, 2021, a permanent national firearms amnesty became in effect in Australia.
What was the amnesty?
This allows people to surrender unregistered or illicit
Okay.
firearms without penalty, though compensation is not offered under the national amnesty.
So they have a gun, they can give it back. Nobody's gonna ask any questions.
Correct.
Okay, like surrendering a baby at a firehouse. Okay.
I wonder if you can look up how many people actually did that. I bet it was a very minute number. It's like, I already got the gun. You don't know I have it. I'm not giving it to you. Right? I'm like, I spent a month's salary on this fucking.
Now listen, one thing I am going to say about Australia though,
it's
because it does get down to the argument we have in this country, right? Well, if we didn't have such strict gun laws and more people could have guns, there'd be less mass shootings because people could defend themselves. Australia has had a very low rate of mass shootings in Australia, and down there they will say it's because they've instituted such strict gun control laws.
This sounds like a Charlie Kirk argument.
No, I'm just posing what their response is, right? Well, we don't have a lot of mass shootings in Australia.
No, but you've changed the narrative with that statement, because then the narrative becomes, well, isn't one too many? Because for the victims of that shooting, right, it was paramount.
Right.
And so then the question becomes, like, I guess the way to put it is, if you're going to say if we take away everybody's guns, we have many fewer mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but you've also disarmed your population.
Right.
So how,
Well,
because the criminal doesn't care.
Yeah. And there's also one really big difference between Australia and the United States. Australia,
Aborigines.
it's surrounded by oceans. It's not like you can just smuggle stuff in across a porous border. In the United States, if you said, well, we're going to ban guns nationwide, you'd still get them across the porous northern and southern borders.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Obama proved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in the United States, though, like here in Washington, anything magazine fed, I think, is a no-no now. Right? Am I not mistaken?
I don't think you can buy it in this state, but if you already
right,
well, you have a
if you already
magazine
own it.
restriction.
Right. I mean, there's plenty of restrictions. You can't buy an AR-15 anymore, right?
But you could buy one. Hold on. If you bought an AR-15 in Idaho,
you can't bring it back into the state legally.
You can't.
No.
They won't sell it to you.
Yeah, because you have a Washington State driver's license. So you'd have to go
You
and
have
do
to
like a
live in
private
Idaho for
sale or
6
something.
months first.
Okay, but what if I bought one in Idaho when I lived in Idaho and then I moved to Washington?
Yeah, you're supposed to get rid of it.
Yeah,
You're
forget it.
supposed to register it.
Forget it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to tell them where my weapons are.
That, no.
They don't know what weapons I have now. I'm certainly not going to tell them if I add anything.
Right.
Do you remember the scene from the original?
Oh my God! Do not make a dirty joke right now.
Do you remember the scene
Paul,
from Red
don't do
Dawn?
it.
Remember the scene from Red Dawn when the Russians went into that store to figure out who
owns firearms?
Who owns firearms? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, forget about it, man. You're nuts. I'm not telling nobody nothing.
Yep.
By the way, that was completely made up for the movie. Those forms don't exist. But that scene in Red Dawn is one of the top 5 reasons listed by people who like push back politically against the idea of firearms registration.
Wow.
But made up scene in a movie.
Yeah, but there is FFA paperwork out there.
There is.
Yeah, and that will leave a paper trail. So
We all know that stuff is there to leave a paper
Yeah,
trail, right?
yeah.
I don't know of any decent reason in this country, in our culture, for any government to ever need to know about who owns a firearm, because we have already seen that process be abused in New York, where the freaking newspaper published everybody that owned a firearm.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so for people that support the Second Amendment in this state, all you got to do is point to what happened there and be like, yeah, hell no.
Yeah. Well, all that is a list of houses that you don't break into.
Well, and listen, but that's the point, because what did you just do? But you can break into the neighbors. They're not armed.
Right.
At least as far as we know.
Right.
I hate to say this like this, but means you're playing Russian roulette when you break into the house.
Kenneth asked in chat, what was the population comparisons between the U.S. and Australia? Australia.
That's a good question.
27 million people in Australia.
So they have less than a tenth. What about 8%?
335 million people in the United States. Yeah.
So they're about 8% of our population. Yeah.
So the argument could be, well, there's less mass shootings there because there's less people there. But that's irrelevant. That's not.
Right. No, you have
the
to.
other.
So you have to
There's
calculate.
far less people in Afghanistan, but there's far more shootings in Afghanistan. But
Well, that's because it's a war
Well,
zone.
how dare
still.
you say that?
But I mean,
that is so bigoted.
Yeah.
So racist.
I'm a racist bigot then.
you have to look at your mass shootings by per capita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you die in a fire too. Yeah.
What's the crime rate there?
At Themyscira, it has the highest per capita
Crime rate
stabbing
of
rate.
Australia compared to the United States.
All right, hold on.
What kind of crime?
Whatever.
Violent crime,
let's say
property
Because-
crime.
And plus, in Australia, you can be charged with a crime if you post something on Facebook that somebody doesn't like. So
Yeah.
I don't know that you can even really compare them.
So according to Google AI, the homicide rate, the U.S. is 4 times higher than Australian homicide rate. The firearm homicide rate, the U.S. is 30 times higher.
Well, what if we take out Detroit, Chicago,
Well,
LA, and New York?
now you're asking for like long-term, in-depth.
I'm just
I'm not
kidding.
doing none of that.
Because most of that shit that we see in this country are in half a dozen major cities.
Sure.
Not that I'm
And by the
pointing
way,
a finger at gang.
But by the
and
way, it's about to
inner-city
get worse.
Culture.
It's about to get worse. New York just
great.
put
Good news right before Christmas.
New York just put a socialist mayor in. Seattle just put a socialist mayor in.
Yeah. You think crime rates will go up in those cities that voted in socialist mayors?
And what's great is
Put in drug addiction, Australia versus the United States.
what's great is that I work in Seattle.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to bring popcorn every time I ride the ferry over, just so I can eat popcorn and watch the city degrade before me.
Well, if you just throw some out in certain street corners, you can just use them to get away.
Oh, yes.
So
You can't
Australia has a
illicit-
higher prevalence of past year illicit drug use per capita.
Of what?
Higher drug use.
Higher prevalence of past year illicit drug
past-
use
okay.
per capita.
Hold on. Past year?
However, the United States has the highest rate of drug overdose deaths in the world with synthetic opioids as the main driver.
Yeah.
That couldn't possibly have anything to do with open borders and that shit free flowing right on in here, could it?
Australia has a higher alcohol abuse rate.
Have you seen their beers? They're like twice the size of ours.
Have you been to Australia?
No.
I want to go.
I want to go really bad.
I want to go fight a kangaroo, man. That'd be great.
I haven't.
See,
My
I-
aunt is a neurosurgeon there, and I've only met her a couple of times at family reunions here stateside. And I remember somebody at the last family reunion, she married in Australia, so that's why she moved there. But somebody had said, oh man, I would love to go live there and blah, 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 blah. And she like wasted no time. You could hear the whip in her neck, whoosh, right? She's like, no, you wouldn't.
I would love to go see the place.
Visit, absolutely.
Yeah.
But her point was just, it's so not like, she's like having been an American and then moved to Australia. She's like, you can't even fathom the things that you take for granted in America that you can't think or say there.
Huh. Yeah, but honestly, I wanted to dive the Great Barrier Reef
Would love to.
before it died.
It's getting better.
Is it? Oh, is it healing?
It is healing.
Oh, maybe I will get to dive it in my lifetime.
Yeah, the dissolved oxygen content is down or up.
Right. Yeah. Back where I belong.
Yep. And they found there's an entire new reef that has formed.
Awesome.
An awesome new reef. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, this whole idea that Mother Nature, that somehow Earth is going to be destroyed by humans is pretty stupid.
That's a silly idea.
If you remember back in the 80s, they talked about all the stuff that were coming out of the spray cans.
Acid rain, baby.
And they said that the ozone layer was now destroyed over part of Antarctica and the hole was huge.
But that's true, and it's still there.
No, it's healed. Most of it's healed.
If you look up the south, it's there. Oh my God! Give me a second. I'll give you the name. Hold on, keep talking. Sorry.
Hold on. Most of it, I'm going to look it up too. That most of the ozone layer has been resolved. I can't research it while I'm doing the show. It's just.
Do you know that most of the damage to the ozone layer came from Mount St. Helens erupting?
Or Vesuvius, or a number of other. Yeah.
Any of them.
Yeah, any volcanic eruption has
done more damage to the ozone than anything we've ever done.
And by the way,
multitude times more carbon in the atmosphere than days and days and years of car driving.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, if one more of you tells me that global warming is due in part because of cow farts, I'm going to punch you in your nose. You leave my steak alone. I swear to God.
Global warming.
It's hard to acknowledge that that's a real theory that's been posed by academics.
Global warming is probably about the wobble of the poles.
It's a natural cycle of the Earth.
It's because the pole moves about 20 miles a year, right? And you have, it's called it's Earth's tilt, but the tilt also
has a wobble. That's the best description I can come up for.
I think all of the evidence is there to support the idea that climate change, which is real, is a direct result of the
polar shift.
Pole shift is, I think, I'm thinking something different, but it's a gradual pole shift is what you're pointing to.
It is.
And I think that's right. And it's cyclical, and it's based more on the solar cycles and the Earth's own wobble.
Yes.
I mean, there's a direct
more than
correlation.
likely.
Yeah.
And if you follow it back to ice ages and stuff, it all kind of
don't mention ice.
And you go back to the Carrington event of 1852 and et cetera, et cetera. So it's a big, complicated topic that people need to do a lot of research on before they just jump on a fucking bandwagon because cows fart. The Earth's global climate is warming up and method. You know what? There was, when the dinosaurs lived, there was like 10 times more CO2 in the atmosphere. It was like crazy. And then there was
oxygen.
Yeah.
I mean, the oxygen levels and CO2 levels were huge.
Which I heard that theory posed that's one of the reasons why the dinosaurs grew so big, which was
I've heard the same theory.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what causes global warming. I don't know if we're really in the middle of global warming. I don't know any of it. And anybody who's not, and even the scientists who say that we are, it's all a hypothesis.
The same scientists that get paid to make up a problem so they can be paid to figure out something to solve it. Yeah.
But my argument is simple, right? You take care of where you live. You clean up where you live.
Yes.
Right. So if you live in your house, you clean your floors, you do your dishes, right? You do smart things, right? So what we did in the 70s and the 60s was stupid. We dumped all the toxic waste and all the garbage and crap in Lake Erie, and then we were surprised that Lake Erie caught on fire and burned for a week, right?
We did that here, dude. Go to American Lake.
True. Okay.
I mean, think about all the sewer that dumps into the Puget Sound.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
right here in Bremerton.
We have to be smart. But John McCain, I think, said it, or somebody said it. Said, take global warming out of it. How much would it suck for us just to take care of the place that we live?
Seriously.
So some of it is intelligent stuff, right?
Conservation needs to happen here.
Yeah. And so let's not make it about global warming. Let's make it about making sure that our water is drinkable for our kids and our ground is fine.
And can't we as Americans have that conversation without America being the bad guy?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, we're not the ones producing most of that pollution.
No.
And
Not
number
anymore.
two, the people who are ain't gonna fucking clean it up
They
or
don't
do
care.
anything to stop.
No.
So
China has made it clear they're not going to sign on to the Paris Accords.
that's right.
And
They're-
India.
they don't give a crap. Malaysia, India,
Yep.
parts of Africa,
Pakistan.
that's where a lot of your pollution's coming from right now. And they have no ability or desire to do anything about it.
That's right.
And a lot of those countries are uber poor. So they don't have the infrastructure. So if America wants to make a difference and tone it down here, that's fine. That makes sense. You don't want to go to LA and deal with the pea soup thick smog in LA.
By the
I
way,
think-
it's the South Atlantic anomaly.
yeah, some of that makes sense. But if America really wants to make a difference, what we need to do is figure out a way to partner with these other countries to help them get the technology to get the pollution level down, and not
good luck in that fantasy.
and not completely rape businesses in this country to somehow try to off balance what China's doing.
I'm pretty sure the country that committed that created Temu is willing to participate with us in some small way.
Have you ever ordered from Temu?
No.
Have you, Beeler?
I have.
What did you order, and was it worth it? Like, do you feel like you got something? Well, like, was it as good as?
Look at that look on her face.
What is it? What did,
Did
you
you
order,
see
and did
that
it require
look?
batteries? Did you start it like a chainsaw? What did you order from Temu? Now I really want to know. What did you order?
She
from
ordered a
Temu?
Temu boyfriend and got a midget.
You get your plumbers
or
from
maybe a
Temu?
plumber. Yeah.
No, I ordered some clothes.
Some clothes.
Yeah.
Were
Okay,
they as advertised? Did they fit?
they were wrong size,
Yes,
weren't
they
they?
did.
Okay.
Actually, they did fit.
Okay.
They've gotten a lot better on their sizing.
Okay.
You just have to read like the reviews and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom, have you ever ordered from Temu?
Timu, no, but I guess Timu is just like Wish Point
Or
Wish
Shine?
2.0.
Sheen?
Mm,
Yeah.
No,
I think actually Temu and Shein are a little bit higher quality.
are they?
than Wish,
Because I mean,
yeah.
I remember.
I mean some of it, most of it.
Yeah,
Hey, J. Andrew Kennedy, I see you in the chat. You shut your mouth. We're going to talk about your effed up football coach here in a little bit. So you just stay right there and wait your turn there, Junior. All right.
Shouldn't call him Junior if you're going to talk about that Michigan.
Lori, have you bought off of Temu?
Judging by that,
I mean, I'm
slow
sure
walk.
Paul hasn't.
I have not. However, one of my sons was put on a different medication.
Mhm.
So he slept shop
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
to the tune of
no.
about $1,000 and about 100 packages.
Oh
What
my
was it, like
gosh.
And so just,
What was he on
Hey.
Lunesta or something?
huh?
Was it Lunesta?
I'm not sure.
Oh, because I've heard that's when
Yeah.
people go for drives on that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just packages and packages, and he's out on some work site over in Eastern Washington. And I was like, what's happening?
Holy moly.
Did he give
If you're in the
anything good?
chat,
Sent him a photo of all the packages.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I thought I just put him in my cart.
Did he order anything good?
Not really.
if you're in the chat, do me a favor. Just if you've ordered from Temu, just put Temu as your comment and either a plus sign or a minus sign. Plus is
How did we get up onto this thing about?
because you were the one that brought up buying. for
Yeah,
the
just
company.
brought it up.
But I'm just curious. So if you bought if you bought from Temu, put Temu in the chat and either a plus or minus. Plus means you bought from them and you liked it, you got what you thought was fair, or a minus means you got totally finagled. I'm just curious. Okay.
So if we pull up our story page, you will see the next story.
No, we never even talked about the Australia end of it. We got off of that.
I thought we're done.
Were we done with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So really quickly, then I want to segue to what happened at Brown, because what happened at Brown University is kind of in the same topic. We won't spend a lot of time on it, but a person of interest has been detained after shooting at Brown University yesterday. 24-year-old douchewaffle, whose name I will not mention because it does not sound Arabic and it is not otherwise important.
name was Bob.
He had a revolver and a small Glock handgun in his room at a hotel in Rhode Island. So somehow he made it.
Did that make him a roadie?
He lived in Wisconsin, went to Rhode Island, and 2 people are dead, 9 others injured at the school that's in Providence, Rhode Island. But they haven't released any other information. They haven't given a cause or a reason or anything like that. I assume most of these are normally crimes of connection. She broke my heart. He made me mad. She's cheating on me. I love her and nobody else can have her, that kind of thing. Since 2 are dead and 9 are injured, this may not be that just because of the scope. It wasn't just 2 people that were shot and that was it. It was a wider shooting on campus. So we'll see what happens. But not a lot of information has been released out about it. Otherwise, I just wanted to touch on it really quick. And again, I'm not going to mention his name. But they did make sure, CNN did make sure they posted that he was a decorated Army veteran. Nice, John, you pricks. Nice job, you prick. Why don't you treat this news coverage then the same way that coverage should be done every time a decorated Army, Navy, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard dies in service? Why don't you give them equal points then? If them being a decorated war veteran matters so much to you, it feels like you're villainizing whatever. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Did you have any comments on that, Paul? I wanted to touch on before we got too far away from the shooting aspect, but I don't know if you had anything you wanted to
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. What's next on your story list there, Haas?
Okay, so we have a chat, right? That for everybody that knows us, right? This is how we send stuff back and forth, right? So if we pull up our chat, I actually have the next 4 stories.
No, I know they're in the chat. I just don't know what order you're going through. By the way, Jane says she ordered from Shein. My stuff was all good. It just took a long time to deliver.
Is Shein
is like
another site like Temu or something?
Is like
I guess
my youngest daughter's ordered off of Shein, and she hasn't any issues with Shein.
You know, like I the only one I have experience with is Wish. I bought a couple of ceramic knives, and they actually were pretty halfway decent.
Paul, do you have the death of the 2 service members and the interpreter in Syria on your list?
I did not have it on my list, no.
Okay.
Because I just, not to be weird, but I considered though like deaths of service members on duty during their job is not really much of a story unless there's some sort of weird extenuating circumstances. And the whole thing with their situation was it was apparently an attack by an ISIS cell.
Yeah.
So
I think the only thing about it that's interesting to me that warrants maybe a little bit of conversation is the fact that I don't know how many Americans knew that we still had people in Syria.
Well, everybody that paid attention during the election should have known that. After another one of gobbledygook woman's big misfires was during the debate, and she pointed out that we had no service members in harm's way.
Yeah.
And they did that little video like, what the hell are we? Right. So, yeah. You know, I mean, everybody should know. You should pay attention to that.
And by the way, even if we didn't have people in Syria, to say that no service members are in harm's way is absolutely ridiculous because there's ops going on all over the world all the time.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think that at any given moment there's a couple old Navy SEALs that are washing up on in a raft off of some Chinese beach to do something nefarious and then sneak their way back to a sub, you don't pay attention. But go ahead. Sorry, Paul. You're up.
Anyway, so the next story I had listed was the connections that they are finding, because we've all heard about the massive fraud in the billions of dollars within the Somali community in Minnesota, right? Yep, we've all heard about that, I think. But what most people aren't finding, because they're not really reporting it on certain networks, is the web of connections that top Minnesota Democrats are all linked to it, including, not surprisingly, Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, and your Minnesota top cop. Fox News host Will Cain raised questions about what he described as a network of political connections, linking Minnesota elected officials to individuals involved in major fraud cases, pointing specifically to Rep. Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, and Attorney General Keith Ellison. That guy's a real special number right there. Cain pointed out the connections surround some of the largest fraud cases in recent years, including the Feeding Our Future scandal and other related investigations. Under the nose of Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, Attorney General Keith Ellison, we see a web of connections between them and those directly involved in the fraud, including one of the individuals who was responsible for the largest amount of the fraud was a Somali restaurant owner, and he's in photographs with all of them. And in fact, Ilhan Omar held a huge dinner at his restaurant when she won her last election. He pointed out first Rep. Ilhan Omar and her role in legislation and campaign activity connected to individuals later convicted of fraud. By the way, Ilhan Omar was the congresswoman who put forth the legislation that they used to commit the fraud. I mean, right there, if that doesn't have people, I'm not saying she's responsible or that she knew. What I'm saying is, and I won't say that unless there's proof to it, right? But it's awfully coincidental that she's the one that put forth the legislation. She sponsored it, and it was used by her Somali community to steal billions from taxpayers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can say it's a coincidence, but can we really?
Can we really?
Yeah, I don't know. Ilhan Omar alleged enabling introduction. So it's called the 2020 Meals Act, which was ultimately subject to the fraud. She held a campaign victory party at the Safari restaurant. Kane added that's where one of the men who run that restaurant has associations, convicted, blah, 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 blah. Kane then turned his attention to Governor Tim Walz. That's right, Tampon Tim, questioning oversight at the state level during the period when the fraud occurred. And for those that don't know, the allegation has been made by whistleblowers within Tim Walz's state government that when the state, including Tim Walz, found out about these whistleblowers coming forth, that they were retaliated against. So I think it makes sense. And listen, it's pretty easy to see. Remember that this same Somali community, well, they've been involved in a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
They were in the election in 2020, they were caught ballot harvesting, right? And not the legal kind of ballot harvesting, the illegal kind of ballot harvesting. You know, I'll give you $20, give me your ballot, right? So, and I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna make me sound racist. Fuck it, I don't care what it makes me sound like. There were some great points that were made. I listened to a bunch of different conversations and debates back and forth about the Somali group of people that are there. So an average IQ is I think it's 1,000 or 800 or something like that.
What?
IQ?
Yeah, IQ.
No, that's like an SAT score.
Yeah.
I mean, 800s is a really good
So-
SAT score.
So the point that was made,
Most people are about 85.
63% of Somalis, and again, I had to research this and look it up because I thought it was insane, right? Approximately 63% of Somalis, this is no joke, have inbreeding in their family trees. And what the psychologist was talking about is how each generation, if inbreeding continues to occur, it drops the IQ.
Mm.
And they're pointing out how literally Somalia has the lowest IQ on planet Earth. And they attribute it directly to the amount of inbreeding that occurs there. And when I'm listening to this, I'm like, this can't be true. Well, then as you look it up, you find out, in fact, it is true. And they point to the fact that there's a reason why Somalia, they couldn't take care of their own country. And so what they've done is now they've come here, these refugees have come here, and all they're trying to do is recreate Somalia. They're not coming here and saying, we're in America now, let's become American. They're attempting to recreate Somalia in Minnesota. And so nobody should be surprised that the same things that go on in Somalia are now happening within the Somali community in Minnesota. Call it racist, call it whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But if that's what's happening, and enough reporters have gone there. Nick Shirley did a great part of it, right? He was literally out in front of there was a protest that was going on there, and this guy was holding up a copy of the Quran. And he's like, in this country, I can burn this. Literally, two Somali Muslim men stopped their truck, slammed on the brakes, got up, and started beating on this man to take the Quran from him. And the one Somali guy's like, I will shoot you. He's like, you can't do that here. He goes, I don't care. I will shoot you if you burn that Quran. Right? Like, no, that's free speech. He can do, and these guys were dead fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in culture is so prevalent, right? That I'm sitting here going, this makes me sound like a fucking racist. I don't know anybody from Somalia. But when you look at the data and you look at the reporting and you're looking at the information that is coming out of this community, you're going, this is a cultural issue within their community. And all they are doing is continuing to behave the same way they did in Somalia. And they just brought it here, right? You look at other cultures that have been here longer, or some maybe not. There was a Vietnamese guy made a great video talking about how his folks, you know, his population, they've only been here since, you know, the Vietnam War, right? He's like, we've only been here 50 years, right?
Yeah.
And instead, he goes, we're business owners, you know, we're doctors, we're scientists, we're lawyers, we're all these people. He goes, we didn't come here and say, let's recreate Vietnam. We came here and said, now we're American. We have to be American. And he goes, you know, for him, he lives in Minnesota, in the St. Paul area. And so he's fed up with the Somali people, right? And he's like, you want to call me racist? Call me racist. I don't care. He goes, it is so prevalent everywhere you go, everything you do. He goes, they're rewriting street signs in Somalian. Why? What the hell for? They ain't doing that in Vietnamese. He goes, but we didn't ask them to. We didn't demand that kind of stuff. He goes, this is a privileged group of people who've decided that we need to bend to meet their needs, not the other way around. And it was stunning. It was stunning. But that's their reality for the people that live in Minnesota, you know? And I think that we need to take the lived experiences of the people that live there, understand them, and figure out something to do. So when our president comes out and says on national TV, I don't think the Somali community does us a damn bit of good, right? You've got Ilhan Omar on CNN talking about the fraud cases, right? Blew it off. She literally said, these are people who have not become American yet. Literally. There's a Somalian man, right, who raped a 12-year-old girl. And the Somalian community wrote a letter in his defense to the courts. Do you know what their excuse was? He has not fully integrated into American culture. Translation, it's normal to rape a 12-year-old girl in Somalia. Does that make me a racist to say? No, I didn't write the damn letter, right? But why should I not feel that way if I'm looking at these people that are getting these fucking handouts? They're stealing billions of dollars, and the excuse is the same all the way around? Well, they just haven't integrated yet. Why should I believe that they ever will? Especially if we just let them keep behaving the way they have been. So the birds have come home to roost for Somalians. Did you want the microphone, Lori? Looked like you said.
So just a quick update, because there's been so much going on in the last 2 weeks. But Ilhan Omar is on a list with Immigration and Naturalization Service because she was brought over supposedly and naturalized through her father, who brought her over as a minor, and he was naturalized. There's no paperwork.
Oh.
Tom Homan is on the case.
Oh my goodness.
Don't know how many outlets picked that up, but Brandy Cruz reported on it, and I believe either Piers Morgan or Tucker Carlson also brought it up. So some stuff is going down.
Do you wonder if it's, I mean, again, I'm not saying it is or isn't true. I don't know. I'd have to do some research, but my fear just in hearing it on its outset is that this is more politically motivated because she's very, very, very left and the administration is very, very, very right. Is there a risk that this is just political motivated more than anything?
I would say that if it came directly from Trump, it was politically motivated. This came directly from Tom Homan.
Yeah, but Tom Homan appointed by Trump. Part of the
Right.
Trump
I understand that, but he's looking at it from the lens of, are you here legally or not?
So that, we'll have to see what happens.
As a representative in Congress, has serious ramifications if she is not here legally.
Right.
And all of
her
the
election
things
would be null and void.
Right. And
yeah.
all the things that Paul has just brought up and all of that. And Brandy Cruz grew up in Minnesota. So
did she?
Yeah.
So it's
this up. It was like, oh.
Yeah, so it's only political if it's smoke and mirrors. But there's
Yeah.
if there's actual substance to it, it's not political. It's just accountability.
Right.
Well, listen,
there's some shit going on with that woman. I
with Omar?
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah. I mean, she I'm looking at her financial disclosure to Congress.
Yeah.
And in 2018, she was minus $25,000 due to student loans. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
Take a guess where her financial filing falls in 2024. So from 2018, negative 25,000. Take a guess where she was at.
10 million?
8 million.
So because the way the congressional filings works, you give a range, and her range is between $5 and $25 million. And she says,
American dream.
I made smart financial decisions.
Sure you did.
The fuck you did. You only make $160,000 a year as a congresswoman.
She made smart financial decisions.
Yeah, like Hillary Clinton and cattle futures, right?
Yeah, and like Nancy Pelosi.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
she made really smart financial decisions.
So yeah. So to Kevin's point, when you say, "Are we sure this isn't politically motivated?" I don't care if it is. Like if you're going to be that brazen and you're going to do shit and you're going to skirt laws, your people are going to skirt laws, and you're going to throw it in our face. Well, guess what happens when you poke the fucking bear? You woke him up for hibernation.
Yeah.
You know, No, I don't feel bad for her. Research that shit. Find something, kick her off. She is one of the most, I don't want to say anti-American, but for lack of a better phrase, I'll say anti-American. That woman criticizes this country more than herpes. I mean, she's got an issue. Not your herpes, Kevin.
Paul, I swear to God.
Wow. Just kidding, Kevin.
I absolutely hate you.
I love you.
I really hope you die in a fire. Quick thing I want to clear up really quick. This has just broke pretty recently. I mentioned earlier in the Brown murder, the Brown shooting, that they had somebody detained. They have now announced that the evidence they have does not support him continuing to be detained, and he's about to be released.
Wow.
So even though they released the name of the shooter and said this is the guy that did it, now they're coming out now and saying, oh yeah, this isn't the guy that did it. We have to release him. That's some messed up ish right there. Like, I feel bad for that dude if he didn't do it, because his life for the next year at least is going to be hell, absolute total hell. Or because people are going to, I hope he's not on dating sites, because chicks are going to Google his name and see he's the Brown shooter. Yeah. He's not going to get a job.
I don't know, man. The Menendez brothers, I mean, they got married.
Yeah, but they eventually admitted that they did it.
Yeah.
And then they claimed, rightfully or wrongly, depending where you stand, that they were victims of sexual abuse.
No, I understand.
And that's a little
all
bit
that.
different than,
but
shooting
I mean, the
people through
Menendez brothers still, like, I mean, women
Got married in prison.
women were.
They liked him.
Yeah,
even though they were in prison.
Yeah, there's a seat for every butt.
There is.
And yet I still can't get a date to the prom. Okay.
Well, you just haven't found the right butt yet. There is a seat for every butt.
I guess so. Well, mine's probably working in a Chinese dressmaking shop or something. I don't know.
China, probably.
Probably in China.
Yeah.
Probably. I've never dated an Asian girl before. I've never dated an Asian girl before.
Huh.
Never. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to it. Just haven't.
Interesting.
It's very hard to meet.
They're really smart, though. I don't know if you could handle.
Shut up. My hope is they don't speak English. We'll get along just fine.
Damn.
All right. So we're going to take a break in a second. We'll come back. We'll do a couple more topics that's on Paul's big old list. We'll do some football picks later, but I am going to ask Paul at the bottom of next hour about the biggest professional wrestling news that happened over the weekend as well. We'll get Paul's thoughts on that. I can tell that you guys are so enthused for this conversation.
Yeah.
Before we go to break, though, I have a very special song I want to play for Paul. Paul, are you ready?
It better not be Christmas music.
And why are we playing this song?
Because
yesterday
the
in
Navy,
the 120
the Navy was a 6.5 point favorite.
Oh, shut
And they
up.
won by 1 point, meaning they classically underachieved.
In a rivalry game, you throw the point spreads out. Yesterday, the midshipmen of the United States Naval Academy defeated in stunning fashion
As they held on by 1 point.
the
like the
Army.
Seahawks.
What are the Army? The cadets? Is that what they're called?
That's actually
The cadets? I don't know. Anyway, Navy won, as I predicted. Army lost, as I predicted. And I'm sorry that Paul could not join a real branch of the military. He settled for the ground pounders.
Wow.
So there you go, guys.
I mean, I know that when war comes to our shores, one of us will be fighting. The other one will be sitting on YouTube at his house.
Whatever. Shut your pie hole. I thought you would appreciate that.
I do, as long as you're like, understanding that they were 6.5 point favorites. Navy had a much better team this year. Army shouldn't even have been in it.
What?
Yeah, Navy.
It's a rivalry game. You know as well as
everything's
I do
a
that.
rivalry game.
No, not like the armed forces, man. This is the longest running rivalry game in college football. This is for national pride, branch pride. Come on, man. Don't diminish the
I'm not
win.
diminishing anything, man.
Sure, they were
You just
favored
can't
by
handle me
6.5
keeping it
points.
real.
They underperformed.
How about if we take that top of the hour break?
We're going there.
Any second now.
We're going there now. Just had to get
There we
some
go.
other music queued up. So we're going to let Beeler's 12-year-old bladder do its thing. And when we come back, we'll talk more about her plumber.
No.
And we'll
No.
be back after this.
No.
We're talking.
We'll talk about many things. Many.
Why don't
many
you
things.
look at the list so you can see the next story, brother?
Hey, break is now. Back after this, Outlaw Radio.
Tell us lies and fade away. anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. We still deny the things we hide inside ourselves. Cut the ties, I'm running blind inside this hell. Crawling my way out this soul you've put me in. Can we do this again?
All right, Outlaw Radio. Nobody else is back in their spot yet. I mean, they were like, I mentioned to Paul, I'm like, you guys ready to come back on the air yet? And Paul was like, screw them. They can be on hold for 20 minutes. They'll wait for the rest of the show to come back. Beeler was writing a Yelp review for her plumber. And, yeah. So everybody else get back into their positions. Outlaw Radio, Paul's there. Hello, Paul.
Hey.
What's going on?
I mean, for him, it's all speculation right now. So he can keep speculating, but he may end up getting popped in the face.
What am I speculating about? Your plumber?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what you're fucking talking about right now?
I just said you were writing a Yelp review for your plumber. That's
I wasn't.
all I
I was ordering a pizza because I'm starving right now.
Okay, well.
All right.
I'm sorry you didn't plan well for your meal.
Like, you guys notice how Kevin always demands everybody else have a great sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
But then as soon as somebody
I have a great
comes
sense of
back,
What did she say that was funny?
I'm not even getting into that, man.
Yeah, what did she say that
Not
was
getting
funny?
into it.
I'm hilarious
Yeah.
all the time. What did she say that was funny?
Damn, Kevin.
Do you know why women have
I'm
mental
not
health
buying into
issues?
your shit tonight because of men.
No.
Yeah.
Like a woman
Damn.
getting another woman as a mental health counselor, therapist person is absolutely stupid. Because the entire reason why women went crazy in the first place was listening to what a woman said themselves. What?
That looked like she was about to give you a titty twister.
Don't get out of my Coke. You brought chips and salsa in here, didn't share with nobody?
Coke. I said coat. It's on
Oh,
the
your
shirt
coat.
right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Get off
God.
my Coke.
I'm just getting chilly. Sorry.
That's
If
What happens?
if women are having a mental health crisis, they don't need to see a counselor. They already have the remedy. It's called listen to what the man tells you to do. Okay. All right. Paul, what is next on your Jane Kennedy wants to know if you're getting augured out.
Hell yeah, I did.
What do they call it? Getting the snake. Hey, by the way, Jane Kennedy, before we get to our next topic, Paul, did you hear about what happened to Michigan?
Yeah,
over the
about
weekend.
The coach getting he was
Fired
having-
and fired
he was-
and then arrested.
He was having an affair with a young staff member or something like
A
that.
staff
I don't know.
member. I don't know how young, but it was a multi-year affair behind his wife and kids' back.
Yeah,
'cause
but
he was
there's
married.
nothing illegal about that. So why
No.
was he fired and arrested?
So he got fired for violating his morality clause of his contract.
Okay, that yeah.
So once he got fired, he drove to her house, broke into her house, and threatened her life.
Hold on, her who?
Her, the girl he was cheating with.
Okay.
Wow.
Threatened her because she was the one that outed him to the university and got him fired. So he threatened to kill her.
Wow.
So then he got arrested.
Sounds like he tried to maybe break it off, and she got a little spiteful.
No, it's from what the university found is that she broke it off with him and he lost his mind. What I heard is she got pregnant, and then he lost his mind because his wife was going to find out. And she ended up turning him over to the university, and then the university fired him because of the morality clause. And then he went to her house and threatened to kill her because
Why did she turn him in?
because of
Scorned
his
lover.
because of his behavior when he found out she was pregnant is what I've read.
But she broke up with him. I thought that's what you were saying. So I mean, I get that part, but why take it a step further and go turn him into the when you know that's going to get him fired?
Because she worked there and he worked there and he was threatening her. I
Yeah,
believe.
because perception is reality
for 9/10
for everyone, and hell hath no fury
like a woman scorned.
Well, he was arrested after he broke into her home,
which
and has
clearly
been
shows-
charged with felony home invasion, stalking, and breaking and entering.
Definitely
All sounds appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in J. Andrew Kennedy's hometown, which means it was J. Andrew Kennedy.
It probably was J. Andrew Kennedy.
Yeah, all
Just
your-
from hearing or reading his messages.
Oh, don't do my boy like that.
Great.
For real.
Yeah. So that's perfect, J. Andrew Kennedy, man. Whatever's got you happy.
Damn.
Say it. Whatever floats your boat.
He got fired before the police. Yes, he did. He got fired, and then he broke into her home
because he was pissed.
Because he was mad. Yeah,
He was mad.
Whatever. You're automatically like wired to side with the guy.
Not true.
And I get that.
Not true.
But
I'm not siding with you right now.
No, you're not.
I don't think anyone is.
J. Andrew Kennedy said, "Wasn't me this time."
Wasn't me this time.
Next time. Next time. Yeah. So anyway, so Michigan.
If it were him, we'd be calling him coach.
And by the way, one of the rumors I'm hearing as we're on this talk is that Jed Fish, the Huskies head coach, is one of the short list of candidates to go to Michigan.
Yeah, because it's been rumored that his wife she's already left. She's already moved out. She's not living up here anymore. She does not like Washington State.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I do not know the reasons behind it. There was a couple articles came out in the last couple of weeks about how he was looking for an out because it's torn his family apart because his wife does not want to stay here and has already moved out of the house.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't like Jed Fish. I think he's an okay coach, but I think he's a ring chaser. Like he wants the next best job, and that's all. What that?
100%. He's no different than fucking dipshit that went down to fucking Alabama.
Yeah, and by the way, he was on the short list too of people who might go to Michigan and came out and said he didn't want it, but that's where he coached before.
Because he made a big deal about how the only reason I would give up a job would have been for Alabama.
Yeah.
You can't just give it up and quit now and go someplace else.
Yeah. I don't like Jed Fish. I hope he goes. I mean, I don't see all the hype. I mean, although they did kick Boise State's ass yesterday, that was great. But yeah, Jed Fish can go Michigan. Please take him. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, J. Andrew Kennedy saying they don't want him. The answer is no.
I did hear Brian Kelly is a name that's being bandied for that. The former Notre Dame LSU coach. They got fired by LSU earlier this year. But whatever. All right, Paul. What's next on your? And we'll get into football talk later.
Explosive citizen Social Security number growth under Joe Biden's presidency is staggering. And again, what did we say earlier about the damage that illegals do in this country? You know, and I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna bring this up very briefly. Kevin, we had a lot of conversations in the mid 2000s about this issue, right? Because you were working for the IRS, and I remember so
A
matter of
fine organization staffed with fine people. But go ahead.
you had called me one day just to tell me this story, and shortly thereafter you left. You crossed over and went to work for the VA.
Yeah.
And he had called me because, and again, we argued about this. Like, you did not agree with me, if memory serves, on this topic, because I had worked as an immigration facilitator for about a year and got a chance to see the system from a very different perspective. And I quit that job because the really wealthy woman that I was working for was using her private jet to fly people that were here in this country back to their home country to go fill out paperwork at the consulate, and then she would fly them back here. Right? She was clearly in violation of a host of federal laws. And then when I quit, like, you can't make this shit up. I turned her in to the feds, and then was asked during my interview for unemployment, right? Because I had quit. I didn't get fired, so I had to go through a whole different process, right? And so during the interview, I get asked by the unemployment judge, do you think she knew she was breaking the law? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was stunned that the judge actually asked that question. But anyway, long story short, I got denied. I did not get unemployment for finding out that my boss was violating federal statutes and turning her in, right? But anyway, Kevin called me one day and he said, I don't want you to judge. I don't want you to say a word. I just want you to listen. And that's where he explained about the illegal immigrant who was on the phone to him. And he was complaining to Kevin because his taxpayer ID Social Security number had been stolen. What he failed to tell Kevin was that he had stolen it himself.
Well, no, hold on. Let me give the whole story.
No, we don't need to get into that whole story.
Well, because you're misrepresenting it, because it's even worse than that. But go ahead, Paul. Never mind. All right. Don't let the facts get in the way, Republican.
I feel like we should go into it. Get the drama going. Just do it.
Because then Kevin starts talking about
I know,
it,
and then he
won't
doesn't
stop.
shut up. I get it.
I'll
but
explain it really
still.
quick. Got a phone call from a guy that we were garnishing his wages. The IRS was garnishing his wages for back taxes. Okay. And the guy called in and said, hey, you guys are garnishing my wages. But it's not my Social Security number. I'm working under somebody else's Social Security number. And what he had done was he had obtained somebody else's Social Security number, had it on file with the employer. Somehow that Social Security number incurred a back tax debt. Now, whether it was because of what he was doing or what the original owner of the Social Security number was doing, we don't know. I don't know. But we know that there were amounts that were owed. And so the IRS issued a garnishment on his wages, which went off of where the Social Security number was reported, which turned out to be this dude that was illegally using somebody else's Social Security number. He called us and said, I need it removed, and I want it removed now. Now, what do you think the federal government's response to that would be? Well, you're illegally using somebody else's Social Security number. You shouldn't be doing that. We're not going to remove it. It's a valid law, right? That's what we should do, right?
Right.
It's not what we did. Federal code is, and this is not an IRS law. This is what Congress has written. Okay. Federal law says is that if we garnish somebody who's working under somebody else's Social Security number, we can't prove that they're the reason why that person owes any money. So we have to legally remove the garnishment from the wages. Now, this guy knew that when he called me because he was smug as a bug as a rug, right? He knew what he was asking me for when he called me, like he had done this before. Okay. On top of that, I was not legally allowed to notify the employer that they had somebody working under a false Social Security number, and I was not allowed to try to get a hold of the taxpayer whose Social Security number that was linked to notify him that somebody was working illegally under his Social
Kevin's
Security
exact phrase to me was that he was looking at the information on the real Social Security card holder.
Well,
and he was not allowed. The Obama administration prohibited him from contacting that guy to let him know.
Again,
why?
I don't want to say the Obama administration. I will say Congress, because Congress is the one who writes the tax.
Why can't that person be informed that they're getting hosed?
That's a great question that I don't have an answer for.
And as Kevin told me, he goes, in the next 2 to 4 years, that man is about to have his tax.
It's going to be a nightmare.
It's going to crash in on him, yeah. Because I think at the time you said it took like 2 to 4 years for the IRS to catch up to somebody on their tax stuff, and which is why he had said 2 to 4. In the next 2 to 4 years, this guy's world's going to crash.
I don't remember what the 2 to 4 years was about, but this guy was already in the process of having collections issued against him because we'd issued garnishment. So we could have hit his Social Security number, we could have levied his bank accounts. He would have had no idea, right? And the problem with identity theft, specifically with the Internal Revenue Service, which is all I can comment about, is it was rampant. When I left the agency in 2019, I would probably guess that 20% of my calls were related to some type of identity theft fraud.
Yeah.
For people that owed money to the federal government through no actions of their own.
know why.
And they didn't know why. A lot of them were elderly people that went to one of those free clinics that are in the mall. We'll do your taxes for free.
Right.
Well, you know why they do your taxes for free? Because they
steal all
piggy bank your
ID.
social security number and all your personal identifiable information. Then after when filing season is done, they file the filing season, they get fraudulent tax returns deposited into their accounts, and then they vanish. And then later, those refunds, oh, that's illegal. You shouldn't have gotten that. You lied on your tax return. Now you got to pay that back with penalties and interest. And that goes back to Grandma Julie, who never saw a dime, but now the IRS is coming after her.
Right.
The address that's on file is invalid. The phone number is invalid, so she can't be notified. So you know how she finds out?
Yeah, when they show up at her front door.
No, because they don't do that. Not on this amount. Her Social Security is getting garnished.
Oh.
And she gets her Social Security check one day and it's garnished 15%. And she doesn't know why. And then she calls the IRS and that's how she finds out. Secondly, and then we'll go back to you, Paul. Just keep in mind, the IRS will not investigate fraud claims like what we're talking about. When I worked there, it might even be a higher number than this now. But they had to owe more than $40,000 in back taxes, or the IRS wouldn't even research it or try to investigate it. And their argument was, if you owe less than that, the cost on return is not enough. We have so many fraud cases. We have to go after what
pays,
what is going to justify the cost, right?
Right.
So this guy, I think, owed $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or whatever, right? So I wasn't even allowed to refer it for a fraud inquiry because they didn't know enough. They had to owe over 40. So what that means is the dude's getting frauded. He's going to get hosed. The other dude is getting benefits from it by stealing identity, working under somebody else's social security number. And the IRS is never going to stop it because he doesn't know enough. So this guy gets to reap for what, another 6, 7, 8, 9 years before he gets to the threshold. And if he's smart, which I think he was, he probably knows the threshold. So when he owes $25,000, $30,000, he stops and segues to somebody else's social security number. And then he gets to ramp that up. But go ahead, Paul.
So we're about to get into some real numbers here, and I will watch every person in this room's eyes get bigger and bigger. So the first year of Joe Biden's presidency, the number of social security numbers or taxpayer ID numbers handed out by the Biden administration was average 270,000.
Yep.
That's a lot all in and of itself.
Yeah.
Year number 2 of the Biden administration. Remember when they were telling us the border was sealed and closed? 590,000. Year 3 of the Biden administration, 960,000.
Do those include ITINs or those ITINs are individual taxpayer ID numbers?
Yeah,
which are usually what are given to illegal immigrants.
So these are non-citizen social security numbers. Translation:
okay.
illegal immigrants.
Okay.
But they did this so that they could have taxes, they could work, and taxes could be taken out of their paycheck.
So some of these could be ITINs, but they were to immigrants. Okay.
Year 4. Any guesses?
1.2 million.
I was going to say you're a million plus.
Yeah. You guys guessed it pretty good. It's not. It's 2.1 million.
Wow! Wait, from 900 plus thousand, more than double in 1 year.
Well, remember, we were seeing the video footage of thousands of people every day crossing the border down in Laredo.
Yeah.
And they weren't even processing them because there were so many. They were just bringing them across. Oh, you're seeking asylum? Okay, go ahead. We'll put you on a plane to Chicago. We'll put you on a bus to Bellingham, whatever. Remember, they were flying these illegal immigrants all over the country for free. You know, I mean, this
wasn't free.
This was well, they weren't charging them; they were putting them on planes and flying them all over the country.
You and I paid for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Tom, that is correct. I
Yes,
stand,
it is.
I mean, I sit corrected.
So if I illegally went to Australia, do you think they'd just fly me all over Australia for free?
No, they would fucking kill you. They would cut your head off.
That's probably send me out to Bondi Beach.
And it's interesting because, you know, as we hear Democrats screaming bloody murder, that's not true. There weren't that many. The border is secured. And the simple fact gets pointed out. There are a lot of benefits available to you if you have that taxpayer ID number. And then let's add to that, because how many times have you guys heard people on the left make the comment, they're not eligible? They're
All
not
the time.
eligible for any benefits. A truly ignorant, intellectually dishonest person uses that excuse. Translation, somebody who's too stupid to know better.
Right.
Because the fact is very simple. First of all, the first and most foremost thing is, you notice how when you see a lot of illegal aliens at, Winco on the 5th of every month, it's because their cards just got filled up, their EBT cards. Those same idiot leftists will tell you, well, they're not getting money from the government. Au cupcake, au contraire. First thing they have to do is they pop out a kid. Well, now they have a U.S. citizen who's eligible for every fucking penny that our government is willing to give, right? Oh, then they have 2, or then they have 3, or whatever. And then they look at a person like Donald Trump who says, I'm going to end birthright citizenship. Why? Because he's fucking motivated to. That's why. Because it costs this country a lot of goddamn money.
It does.
It costs us a shit ton of money. And it is so infuriating me to see people, especially on social media, the little keyboard warriors out there, right? And they're like, they don't get no benefits. I don't know why you even bring it up. You're an idiot. I did bother to actually research the fucking topic before I talked about it,
Did you?
And it don't take but 5 minutes of fucking research to figure out, oh yeah, they get benefits. They can get a lot of benefits. And when they get that taxpayer ID number, they get even more.
Well,
Washington State, by the way, they're not allowed. If you go into DSHS and ask for benefits, EBT card, whatever, they're not allowed to fucking ask you. You just get it.
And keep in mind, even if the federal government says no benefits, no benefits, no benefits, the individual states
Kevin,
can
right.
do whatever they want to do with benefits.
Yep.
So remember that Medicaid is a state program.
Yep.
So the feds can say all they want to,
And the
Medicare.
The feds give money allocated by Congress to every state for that Medicaid. It's up to the state how they divvy it up.
So the feds cut a check to Washington. Here's how much we're going to give you in Medicaid funds. You figure out how to spend it. And then the state says we're going to give it to whomever we want to. And in Washington, that can include illegals. And that's why the Trump administration honestly has said things like, well, listen, we're going to cut your funds if you don't fix it.
Right.
But for people who say, well, illegal immigrants can't get anything, they can get plenty. Now, maybe you think they should. We're just discussing facts.
And that's why when Bob Ferguson says, oh no, Trump cut Medicaid.
Yeah.
It's not true, people. Wake up. Bob Ferguson cut Medicaid in Washington State. I want everyone.
There was a
count
cut
that
to
in
it in the
your
last
brain.
budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there
but
was.
Was there
Yeah.
a cut from the federal Medicaid funds that led to that, or was
Nope.
it?
Nope.
It was Washington.
It was Washington.
Yeah.
Bob Ferguson.
He signed it.
Yep.
Yep.
And all the Democrats in our state believe that Trump from TDS, he's the cause. It's not true.
It's not.
Because people are stupid.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Democrats are going to propose next month?
Income tax.
State income tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know what's already going into effect?
Even
right
though state income tax is illegal according to the state constitution.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Lori.
But they feel like the judges will rule on their side.
I mean, after what happened with the judge in Bremerton, I don't doubt that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, what's going into effect this year for employers?
Uh-oh.
Because it works so well in Seattle.
What, payroll taxes?
Jumpstart.
Huh?
Jumpstart income tax. So what it is employers already pay for unemployment taxes for their employees up to a certain wage limit per year, right? And then after the employee reaches that wage limit, the wages after that are not taxed. And so the employer doesn't pay that tax. Well, now the employer will also be on the hook for an income-like tax that
so
they'll have to
stupid.
pay.
Yeah.
And then the legislature is looking at doing an employee income tax.
Yeah.
I am never going to have a staff here.
Yeah.
Never.
Can't afford it, right?
Well, and look,
Yeah.
and again, look, you're going to see more and more businesses talking about leaving the state.
Oh,
I mean-
Microsoft's moving to BC.
Yeah, Microsoft is smart to do that. Boeing relocated a whole bunch of stuff out of
They're
state.
moving. Microsoft is moving to another country. Jesus.
Well, that doesn't make any sense to me because the tax rates in BC are certainly not better than the tax rates down
They
here.
already have a sector of, tech build out sector in Vancouver, BC.
Oh, with favorable tax conditions.
Right.
Yeah.
And they already have, what do you want to call it? Offshore, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Most of their tech workers up there because the wages are cheaper.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, if you remember, if you go back to Bremerton, a while ago, when Lynn Horton was the mayor, they had an idea where they were going to make downtown Bremerton an enterprise zone. And the idea of an enterprise zone was it's lower taxes, lower sales tax, and it's a more favorable condition for businesses to open and operate. And so they wanted to do that in downtown Bremerton because it was a depressed area. Guess what didn't happen?
Ooh, I know.
Do you know what else did? You know what replaced that idea?
What's that?
You remember this conversation? They wanted to build a giant effing water park in downtown West Bremerton by the ferry terminal.
What?
Yes, that's
That
what
sounds
replaced.
familiar. I think I remember.
That's what replaced the enterprise zone.
Hey, guess what's going out of business?
I was just about to say
Wild
that.
Waves.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Wild
I'm
Waves.
so pissed off about that, man.
Yeah, after
Birch
the
Bay will-
season.
yeah.
No.
Birch Bay will be the only water park left.
Wow.
Well, I think there's still a chance another company could buy Wild Waves and reoperate it, repurpose it, and do another water park under some other kind of management. But I
Well,
can't imagine how.
There is Great Wolf Lodge a little ways down the highway.
So expensive.
So fucking expensive.
Oh.
And it ain't
That's
worth
what I've heard.
8
So
water slides.
expensive.
That's why I've heard. I've never been
It's
there.
fun, but it's expensive.
It's fun for the first day, but when you buy a package because you take your kids and you're there for 3 days,
I mean, that's just stupid. Don't do that.
yeah, well, kids.
My youngest daughter is going down there tomorrow night. She'll be down there for 2 nights. I've never been. I'm not going to go.
It's fucking expensive.
I know.
Stupid expensive.
And the food's expensive, and the accommodations are not. I mean, whatever. This Social Security number thing, Paul.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
What's the benefit? I'm not saying you're
To
wrong.
who? Hold on. To who? What do you mean?
What is the benefit to the Democrats giving out all these Social Security numbers?
Oh, great question. Would you like me to explain?
No, I just asked the question because I want to hear my own self speak.
Okay. Well, I mean,
that's actually true, but go ahead.
If you're a Democrat
Mm-hmm.
and you're running for office, and let's say, you last time you ran, you had a 2 or 3 point victory, right? So you need to figure out, you want to cushion that, you want to pad that lead, man. You want to win by more points in the next election, right? What is the best way to secure voters, Kevin?
Bribe them.
Give them free shit, right?
But these are illegals who should not be voting.
Oh. However,
I'm setting you up. These are
Right.
softballs, Paul.
Yeah, right. However, people that follow this stuff, we know that illegals are already encouraged to vote in some places. They vote in local elections, right? Cities, towns, municipalities, stuff like that. We do know that we had a president go on Telemundo and openly talk about how if they voted in an American election, even though they were an illegal, nobody was going to come looking.
Yeah, don't
for
worry,
them.
we're not going to check.
Yeah, but by the way, they're doing it now.
It's so dumb that he even said.
And he did, right? You know what's funny about that? I have looked for that clip for over 2 years.
And you can't find it.
I cannot find it anywhere. No, maybe you can find it because I have been looking because so many people have accused me of making it up, and I'm like, I fucking watched him do it live, right? And for when he did it, it was all over the place. Fox News was running it 24/7, making the point that the Democrats are trying to encourage illegals to come here and vote for them. And we have seen as much being said by certain Democrats in national office that's their goal. And why do you think they're talking about redistricting in places like California? Now, please understand, every state redistricts, and Republicans are as guilty of, let's say, gerrymandering as Democrats are. I honestly think that is something that a legitimate conversation can be had about. But if you're the Democrats, don't bitch about the Republicans doing the same fucking thing you're doing, right? Because Texas,
I might have
is doing
just found
right?
it. I'm only going to play one, but I think this might be it. Hold on. Let's see if we can hear it.
Immigration. We know it's one of the hottest button issues in this campaign. And
So this is from Fox News, but I believe they have a clip from Obama.
And now President Obama addressing the issue of illegal immigrants actually casting votes. Take a listen.
Many of the millennials, dreamers, undocumented citizens, and I call them citizens because they contribute to this country, are
Doesn't make him a citizen.
voting. So if I vote, will immigration know where I live? Will they come for my family and deport us?
Not true.
Okay.
And the reason is, first of all, when you vote, you are a citizen yourself, and there is not a situation where the voting rolls somehow are transferred over and people start investigating, et cetera. The sanctity of the vote is strictly confidential.
So that's his quote. So again, if you vote,
need I say more?
The voting rules don't get shared, and if you vote, nobody's gonna research the votes and come looking for you, is what Obama said.
Patently false.
Anyway,
like
that's great.
Could you tell us, you were in charge of elections, Professor?
Yes.
Is it legal for somebody who is here as a non-citizen to vote?
No, it is not legal.
Does it make them a citizen if they vote?
No, it does not.
Does anybody have access to the voter rolls? Do they ever purge them or go to make sure that those votes cast by people are legitimate legal votes?
Where I worked at, yes, we did do the cleaning of the voter rolls.
So if I'm understanding correctly, everything the president told those Latinos that would vote illegally, well, he was full of shit. He lied.
All right, so hold on. I want to clear one thing up, though. This is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So federal law prohibits non-citizens from voting in federal elections.
That's right.
But states and cities,
correct,
can change that, and some have.
And some have. Yep.
So just to clarify that there is opportunities if you're a non-citizen to vote,
And they
in
are
a state
being
or local-
promoted to vote in some local. And listen, that don't solve the problem. All that does, that's like when your dog keeps peeing in the house and you don't scold him for it.
Yeah. So federal law, again, in California, Maryland, and Vermont have all given some allowances for non-citizens to vote in local elections.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that.
I mean, just put that in perspective for half a second. You're encouraging people who aren't supposed to be here legally to vote and have a civic responsibility within your community.
We had a municipality in the county I worked in who did pass it, so illegal immigrants could vote in their local elections, and it was a big thing, and they actually had to walk it back. So
Hold on, before you would they be able to be elected as PCOs?
I don't think so. Yeah, that's what the political parties. But
Okay, so
I don't know what the requirements are for the political parties about whether or not you can be a PCO if you're
and that would be up to the parties, not up to the state.
not
because
up to
it's
the
a party.
state. It's a political party that was not created by the United States government.
Okay.
In Washington State, it is illegal to clean the voter rolls.
No, but when you say clean the voter rolls, define that.
I mean that county auditors are bound by Washington state law that was implemented when Bob Ferguson was Attorney General to put them in prison if they clean the voter rolls of people who have died or people who are illegal immigrants.
Man.
And
Thanks, Tom. You're the best.
Same thing
That's
for
insane.
Steve Hobbs, the Secretary of State.
Mm-hmm.
All of that control has been pushed back to the auditors. Each county auditor is supposed to be responsible for their voter roll, but then they implemented, I think it was 2020 to 2024 is when that law.
So hold on. So the county auditors are in charge of the voting rolls, but they're
Correct.
not allowed to clean them.
Correct.
Well, why would we not want someone to clean them? Like, why would we not want?
Because dead people can vote.
No,
and
I
dead
know.
people can vote the way you want them to.
But normally there has to be like a BS reason they give why they do what they do. Not that it's true, but they've got to be able to put some. They got to shine the turds somehow,
Because
right?
we're a sanctuary state.
That's okay.
That's the
That's got to go. By the way.
Oh, I agree 100%. Because if it doesn't, I'm not living here any longer.
And listen, as a Native American, as a member of the First Tribes, all y'all white people can go.
As long as we all understand that the Disney image of the Native American princess Wapaho was a complete made up lie, and that the Native Americans were as brutal to each other as the whites were to them.
Somewhere, yeah.
Some.
Not all of them.
No, but
if
many.
you remember correctly, when the Mayflower landed, they received assistance from a Native American Indian
Absolutely.
tribe that helped them survive the
Absolutely.
winter, which is why we have Thanksgiving in the first place.
Yeah. I absolutely concur with that fanciful depiction of how things went.
Fanciful?
And because it's not the way we present it in schools. That's not how they worked together to survive.
Yeah.
Because the tribe needed some of the, I forget the whole story, but it wasn't like there was this big table.
We've
and everybody
offended
sat down and
Jake.
had a big celebration, right?
Hold on. Jake said, "Hey, you better watch your words. I'm native, bitches." Jake, first of all, I really am native. I can show you my tribal card if you'd like. Secondly,
he has a drive-through tobacco stand. Hello.
I'd like to thank the tribe. And
Somebody's
secondly,
making free money for the rest of his.
And secondly, I didn't say anything negative about Native Americans, but some of the Paul's not wrong. Some of the tribes were really, really vicious to each other, and by the way, enslaved each other, and by the way, massacred each other, because
some Native Americans were slave owners, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, let's just say this: the idea that Native Americans are some like consistent group of people across the country. I mean, literally, there were like hundreds of small nations, not one big universal Native American tribe from coast to coast. And some of them got along and some of them didn't. It's kind of like Africa, right? Some African nations can work well with their neighbors, and some want to fight with them.
And some sell their brothers into slavery.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to keep in mind that when a great chief of a tribe, like, I don't know, maybe the Nez Perce comes out and says, "I will fight no more forever," it's because his ass was kicked. Like, the white man conquered the Native Americans, but then turned around and gave them their own independent nations within our country, and now they have casinos.
Yeah, but hold on. But
I'm not done talking.
There's another angle to it that you're completely
No,
ignoring.
I say that as a joke, but I need you to just chill with me for a second. And here's the thing: what people forget, most places on planet Earth, when one group of people comes into an area and there's an indigenous group of people there, and they fight basically a war of colonization or whatever word you want to thrust on it, right? Those people that are defeated have one choice everywhere else in the world, and that choice was capitulate, be part of us. The white man didn't do that to the Native Americans.
Okay.
And that's patently true.
So hold on.
But that's all. I mean, you want
things.
to say thank you to me.
Two things wrong. It's a lie. Hold on. It's a lie when you say that anywhere else in the world that's not the case. Because,
for God's okay.
Because in Australia, the Aborigines in Australia have been given the same. The First
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have.
Nope.
The First
Why do you think
Nations-
that song was "Give It Back"? In the 80s, that song was huge because Aborigines in Australia were treated as second class.
No, in the 80s they were, but since then the Australian government has moved to give them repatriation status.
You're right. If they've done it in the last 30 years, we should recognize that.
In Canada, the First Nations people have very much the same rights as what Native American cultures do in the United States. Yes, they do.
Now maybe, but they didn't 20, 30, 40 years ago. Why do you think they were on the verge of a rebellion up there?
And secondly, well, because they wanted more.
Okay.
And secondly, and probably most importantly, you have to remember that Native American tribes were given peace deals by the American government.
What? All we did was breach it.
And they breached every single one of them.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
every fucking one. Yep.
single one of them.
Yep. I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah. And so listen, the American government is really
worth the paper they were written on.
The American government is really at fault for the situation you found with the Native
I don't
tribes
disagree with that
having the sovereignty.
I don't
because
disagree either.
they promised the sovereignty to give to make them lay down their arms and give up.
Yep. And then they stripped them of everything.
And then they stripped them of it. And then the Native Americans were smart. They got attorneys and took it to federal court. And the court said, "Well, you guys signed the paperwork. Give them their sovereignty." Right? Had the American government not done that, they took the easy way out to try to.
Well, look, it's true. I mean, but there are still ramifications of that stuff today. The Bolt decision is a really clear one, and we hear people here all the time complain about it. You don't have to look past any tributary or creek, and when you'll see a freaking gill net stretched all the way across the entrance to the creek from one side to the other. And you and I, as a white man, well, you could. I couldn't do that. I'd be going to federal prison.
Yeah.
Right.
But on top of that, listen, go down to, remember in Bremerton several years ago, they wanted to build an extended boardwalk.
The boardwalk, yep.
They wanted to build a boardwalk
in
from the Bremerton waterfront.
30 miles from the Suquamish tribe.
All the way down around the water over to Evergreen Park.
Yep.
But in order for them to do that, the Suquamish Native tribe had to sign off on that because they're the governing authority for tribal fishing rights.
Yep.
And they said it would grossly, dramatically impact
the salmon.
Shellfish population, fishing rights.
Which, again, was patently false, and everybody knew it, but there was nothing they could do about it.
Yeah.
First of all, salmon don't spawn on the beach.
No.
And the shellfish would have done this crazy thing like grown around and on the piers. You know,
Yeah.
So it was an asinine excuse that they gave. But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different.
But I do agree with Jake though when Jake says
Yeah.
that they were killing tribes for land. They certainly were.
Absolutely. Yeah,
It was
he's 100%
100%
right.
But again, that's no different than
Because the
any-
tribes killed each other for the land too.
Yeah, and that's
And
no
women.
different than any other war in history, right?
Yes.
Let's listen. I'm Native. I reap the benefits of being Native
He is too. I mean, this dude walks around his house naked all the freaking time.
all the time.
That's why whenever he has a lady over, he burns the dinner.
Shut up. But you have to accept that it's part of the normal
Somebody
life
got the
cycle.
joke.
It's part of the normal life cycle of what happens in humanity.
It is.
One group of people conquers another group of people.
Yep.
And then they take over that area, and it happens constantly.
Still to this day.
Now, I do think that what they did to the Native Americans was jacked up because they made peace treaties and reneged on them. But
100%.
I will agree with Paul on one other thing too. Native Americans are the best in this country, are among the best treated conquered peoples in the history of the planet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, again, I have a piece of land that is not taxable,
Mhm.
that the city cannot tell me what I can do on it, that we literally can do whatever we want. We leased it to another tribe.
You were selling illegal fireworks on that
Yes.
property for years,
And
making a chunk of change.
And the city, we this was kind of a dick move on my part. I called the city
Can't help it. It's in your genes.
and I said, it is in my genes. I said, would you guys like to come over and just send your fire marshal over just to let us know if there's anything he would recommend that we do differently just to make sure everything's safe? So we had the fire marshal come because we wanted his input, right? We do want it to be safe.
Mhm.
And every time he came, every year he came, he said, no, you guys are fine. You guys are perfect. We would have you do nothing different. But I loved being able to call them and just say, would you like to send him? Like, we don't have to do what he says. Would you like to send him anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Send him on over.
I mean, there's something to be said when you've got a piece of property that a drunk driver could just get out of his car, pull into your parking lot, and say, hey, you don't
Well,
have
no, that-
permission to step over here.
That isn't true. They can flee a pursuing subject on trouble. And but one day,
Okay, I'm going to buy you a sense of humor, son.
no, hold on.
You got to
No,
recognize a freaking joke, okay?
the problem is people think you're being serious.
I
will
hope
tell
not.
you. I will tell you a true
I
story.
hope
though.
not.
We were burning a whole bunch of stuff in a burn pile on the property. And one of the neighbors called the fire department. The fire department came and this fire truck pulled on the property and I walked into the fire truck. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? You need to put that out. We're going to issue you a ticket for illegal burning. I'm like, yeah, you can't do that. Why can't I? Because you're on federal land. This is tribal land. You don't have any jurisdiction here. And he said to me, bullshit. I said, why don't you make a phone call and then let me know? So he got back in the fire truck. 5 minutes go by. He drives the fire truck away. He doesn't even talk to us. He just leaves. And from that day forward, my roommate said that my new Indian name was Chief Suck My Balls. And it was great. And they never bothered me again. Yeah. True story. True story. Anyway, I don't even know how we got on that subject.
Breaking news on the Rob Reiner homicide,
Oh,
which is
no.
what it's being called. Guess who's being questioned in relation?
Their son.
Who?
Their son.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
God, man, and that would have easily gotten around the point that I made earlier about shouldn't they be in a safer place and have more security in a gated community because they're uber rich.
I think we should get
Oh,
on to football
wow.
picks.
It's not what?
Yeah, I think
Paul wasn't done with his conversation, Beeler, and
Paul
you
was
just
done.
got your pizza. Shush.
Paul was done. I already
Eat your
ate 3
pizza.
pieces. Did you not see that?
Eat your pizza.
We
I
all
was
saw it,
starving.
Beeler.
Yeah, everybody in
We all
radio
Sorry,
land saw
I
it too.
was eating on.
It's okay. Kevin does it too. You're
Rick
I
Eckert.
was
Rick
starving.
Eckert wants to know why you chew with your mouth open.
I don't chew with my mouth.
That's not what Rick said in the chat.
Shut up, Rick. You
Ask
don't know-
Beeler why she chews with her mouth open.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to say this. We're all thinking it. Professor, you've got to stop being so easily manipulated by Kevin.
I'm not manipulated by him at all. I'm annoyed by him. There's a big difference.
J. Andrew Kennedy said, name an Irish casino, a French casino, a Spanish casino, or a Slavic casino. Fair. I mean, there are French named casinos, but that's not your point. I get it. You're right. That's fine. But the French were also not persecuted in this country. The Irish certainly were.
I don't know that people
Irish-
down in Louisiana might not agree with you on that.
The French weren't. The Irish were, for sure.
Well, the remnants of Napoleon's army, a lot of them immigrated down to what is now Louisiana.
Well, but they were.
And they were highly, what's the word I'm looking for? People were prejudiced against them.
Discriminated against.
Discriminated
Yeah.
against, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I could be a descendant from that group. Because my family's from Louisiana. My last name is French.
It would not surprise me to know that your family and you personally are descended from Napoleon's army.
Maybe
They're like
that's
first
why you
losers.
annoy me so bad, because you're actually French, and the
No, I don't know if I am or
French
not. I'm just saying my dad's side is French. My dad's side is French, and my mom's side is Native American.
Gotcha.
True story.
We believe you. We believe
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Are we done with that conversation?
Well, I guess we don't have much time left, so because we had a bunch of others, so we can next week we'll talk about the story that Brandy Cruz broke on the Washington Education Association, and their undercover and the anyway the information that's been dropped about it. It's an amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good story. We'll do some extra digging in the next week since we have time to talk about it now. Wait a second.
Next week's our Christmas party. We're not doing politics.
Yeah, it's a politics-free night next week.
So we have a huge story that we're not going to cover next week because we got to celebrate a fucking holiday. Is that what you're telling me?
It's not my rules. Kevin's the one that
We've
said
done
we're
it
not
every year.
talking
The Sunday
politics.
before Christmas, we've never talked politics. We've always taken that show off.
That's
and had
not
fun.
true. Yeah, 5 minutes. Oh no, I don't know enough about the story to do it now.
By the way, do you want proof that the elite left is the elite left in California? Gavin Newsom just released a statement on the apparent murders of Rob Reiner and his wife. Because why wouldn't you?
Why?
Because he's a media whore.
Yeah.
Well, and Rob Reiner was big on the left and a big donor and all that other good stuff. But go
Did
ahead.
you see what Halle Berry said to Gavin Newsom?
Yes.
What did Halle Berry say?
I missed it too. What?
So Halle Berry was speaking at a conference, and Gavin Newsom was getting up and speaking at the same conference right after her.
Mhm.
And she was talking about menopause rights and healthcare
Wait,
for women.
menopause rights is a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh my gosh, women's hormones are fucked, and it is
No, I'm not debating that. I've
impossible
just
to
never
get medicine for that.
I've just never heard it called.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all right.
Yeah.
And so she was talking about it, and she was talking about how her governor was not paying attention, was not listening, and was
Love it.
very, anti-women, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody for a Q&A, one of the reporters said, "Did you know that Gavin Newsom is speaking after you?" And she goes, "Great. I'll stay and ask him questions."
Yeah.
And so it blew up, and he has gone on the circuit. "Well, I'm here for women and blah, blah, blah." Bullshit. No, he's not. So, yeah. Back to the WEA story from
Yeah.
Washington State. Brandy Cruz initially had one source. Now it has become multiples. I would
Oh.
suspect probably by the end of next week,
Yeah.
with people going on Christmas break, that it'll probably be in dozens.
Yeah.
People are leaving the
Yeah.
WEA.
Mhm.
Teachers are fed up.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Well, it's
lots,
corrupt.
Lots going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
corrupt.
All right. One quick question I want to ask, and just because I think it's a big question, we'll get to football picks. So the Trump administration had the Navy seize a Venezuelan oil tanker at the end of last week. I think this is really dangerous because it crosses a line from blowing up suspected drug boats to seizing property that is not drug related.
Did
They seize the property or just board it?
No, they seized it.
Okay.
They've seized it, and it's an oil tanker. There's been
Was
no
there
indication
drugs
that
on it?
there were drugs found on it. Was
Did I not say that we would treat Venezuela different from Mexico?
Yeah. Well, no,
Venezuela is sitting on 330 billion barrels of oil in reserve. We will treat them differently.
But this, for me, I don't know what you guys think. This, for me, is that line between we're dealing with a narco state and we're dealing with an enemy state. Like, this to me is precursor to a war with Venezuela. That the drug boats, I don't think necessarily would have been. But this is, there's no valid international legal reason, unless you want to F with Venezuela, to seize one of their ships.
No, we want the oil.
For no cause. Well, no, true.
Yeah, I mean, we'll use the narco state as the excuse, but we're gonna go into Venezuela, just like weapons of mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were no weapons of mass destruction. We went in because of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be no different whatsoever.
Yeah, but this to me takes the mask off, Tom. Like before, they could claim, rightly or wrongly, we're dealing with drug traffickers in a narco state. We're looking to stop the flow of illegal drugs into our country. We're doing this for morally righteous reasons.
Yeah.
And they could have used that all the way up to invasion.
Yeah.
And at least claimed moral high ground. them taking this ship removes moral high ground. Now
Does
it now it
Does that
goes
fit?
from
because they'll spin some narrative to justify it.
I
The
don't
justification hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
they'll spin something.
and they may have released it by now, but it's not the point.
And
Like
maybe they did find something. We don't know.
well, the Trump administration would loudly, proudly with a bullhorn scream if they found something on that ship to justify it.
Well,
if they found drugs
they found
or
something that they needed to impound it or
Yeah, oil.
confiscate
Lots
it.
of oil.
they're messing with Venezuela.
Okay, how
This
much
is a war we
oil
don't need.
does it hold though? One boat.
Well, a
Not
lot.
enough-
I
Not enough to
don't
make a difference.
know, but
Yeah.
I mean a lot.
I mean, I
It,
just I
it,
don't.
it's
think
just
they
the
would-
start.
Yeah.
It's
All
the
right.
start
All right.
because there's 330 billion barrels there.
All right.
And I agree with Tom. I think this is the beginning of full-fledged war with Venezuela. It'll be a short war.
It'll be very short.
It'll be
Venezuela-
like Iraq.
It'll be less than that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Lori.
So they went after the ship, the tanker, because they had a warrant that was set to expire. So they had to go after it or let the warrant expire.
Well, warrant on
The
what? On the
warrant-
ship? On a person on the ship? Or?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
10
Let her
seconds,
talk,
Kevin.
So sensitive. Holy cow.
This isn't your sex life.
I don't talk any shit about you at all. I'm going to start in a minute. God, I don't say anything bad about you at all, Lori, and you just have to swipe at the knees, man.
The sanctions escalate the Trump administration's campaign to choke off what it calls illicit oil flows tied to Iran and Maduro's government in Caracas. The warrant was obtained under federal law that authorizes seizure of all assets engaged in planning or perpetuating any federal crime of terrorism. So that's what they're going after.
Has Iran been declared a terrorist state by the U.S. government?
I don't know.
It would have to be if they're going to make that claim. I would think.
Yeah. I know that the State Department has declared that Americans should not travel there and Americans should not be there.
Were if I'm not mistaken, didn't I hear? Maybe I am mistaken that the cartels were designated as terrorist organizations.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, you could run it the other.
There's your
other side, yeah.
justification for taking the boat.
Yeah, you were asking if Iran was a state sponsor of terror.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, they are.
They are. Okay. I just wasn't sure if it was official. I mean, I know that everybody said that, but I wasn't sure.
But Venezuela is not. But they've declared
cartels
it.
are.
Yeah, and it's a narco
Venezuela.
state.
Come on, Paul, get it straight. Just do it right. Please just do it right one time.
Say it right one time.
Do it
Go ahead.
right one time.
Venice.
That's what she said. Do it right one time. Go ahead, Paul. Try it.
Oh.
Really try it.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. No, now I'm fucking it up.
Venezuela.
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 No, Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. Motherfuckers can't say Puyallup or
I can say
swim.
Puyallup.
Not you. I'm talking about people from Venezuela.
All right, you guys ready to do football picks?
Yes.
All right, let's get.
We have 3 more topics, assholes.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Oh
What's
my God,
next?
Paul.
What do you got next?
No. We are doing football picks.
I have.
All right, Tom, you're the tiebreaker.
No, yeah.
What?
Football.
Are we doing football picks or another story?
Oh no,
3
it's
more. I
not
got
for
3 more.
football.
Football,
No,
football,
we've got.
And then
Okay,
the
so
rest.
Lori
we'll
said
do.
we're doing
Okay,
hour
yeah,
stories
yeah,
next
yeah.
week. Okay,
Let's do that.
Okay, we'll just catch up on our
Yeah.
our backlog.
we might have a surprise guest next week as well, and if we do
Oh,
that, we'll have
don't-
to. Hold on, I can't say it because it's not confirmed, but it would be a political guest, and it would be a good guest.
Yeah,
we would
right.
have to talk
Good
politics.
stories.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it.
So
yeah.
those stories for next week, we have that James Comer, the congressman,
Comer,
has warned the Clintons that they must appear to their congressional subpoenas or face consequences.
Yeah, they need to.
So yeah, because they've been, and it's about the Epstein files.
Yeah.
And they've just been ignoring them
Yep.
and not responding to the congressional summonses at all. So
Yep.
it would be very interesting because you're not immune to that just because you're a former president or secretary of state.
Right.
You got to appear, or you're looking at some issues.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yep.
And then of course,
You're going to see some Democrats suddenly start coming up dead.
You think so?
Kind of
Yes.
like Rob Reiner today.
Well, again,
that's a great point.
I mean politically activated Democrats, not liberal elites in Hollywood, but actual Democrat.
Yeah, because that dude was
political
super
operatives.
outspoken about Trump.
Yeah, and again, I'm not Some of them are going to off themselves, maybe. Some of them are going to die from stress and have heart attacks. Some of them
It's
might
not
be
just going
ratted
to be
out.
Democrats. It's going to be Republicans too. There is a
fair enough.
wide amount of people.
But I think you're going to be amazed to see how many people die in the next 3 months.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then come out being named in the in the paperwork afterwards.
Yeah. He's on there.
God.
Yeah.
I think if he's on there, he'll use his money to insulate himself. He just won't say anything. That dude can live comfortably for the rest of his life. He doesn't need to be.
He could live 100 lives comfortably. What are you even talking about?
I'm just the point was made that people showing up dead and stuff like that might be on the list.
Yeah.
The inference being they commit suicide because they don't want to publicly be shamed. I'm just saying that a guy like Bill Gates
can buy
his way out into obscurity.
Yeah, well, he's going to find himself in an African nation without an extradition policy.
All right, football pick.
By the way, Sharon Moore, the Michigan coach, he told his ex-girlfriend, "I'm going to kill myself and make you watch."
Wow.
That's part of the reason he got arrested.
That's real fun.
That's a swell guy right there. So he had a wife and a girlfriend, and I can't get a date. Think about that for a second.
Sorry
Okay.
about your luck, Kevin.
We're not going to think about that, Kevin. We're not thinking about that.
All right. Outlaw Radio, let's get some NFL out of the way. So today was not a good day for most of us. I will tell you that in the tally, Paul and I are now back tied again. I was one up on Paul. Paul beat me this week by 1. But the standings have tightened. So right now it's Paul and me at 152, Lori at 150,
Good
Dennis
job, Lori.
Dennis at 149, Tom at 139, Beeler at 126, Heather 127, Trojo 139. So really, it's tightened up.
Nothing like last week.
Someone call a plumber. It's gotten tight around here. Someone call a plumber.
Goes in tight.
What'd you say?
I said someone call a plumber. It's gotten tight around here. All right. Your winner this week was Tom.
Ta-da.
With 12 right, and Heather had 12 right.
Yeah, Heather had 12 too.
Dennis had 10. Lori had 10. Paul had 9. And then myself, Beeler, and Trojo all had 8.
Typical Kevin fashion, he's bringing up the rear.
I'm tied for first place, you jackass.
With me.
All right, here we go.
I'm an ass man. Dun, 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 dun.
It's gonna be a good week for football because football returns to Saturdays now because the college season's over.
Yeah.
By the way, how about those Huskies kicking the ever-loving crap?
Well, come on, you had to know that was going to happen.
Okay, no.
Boise State's not a bad team. I mean, I thought Huskies would win. I didn't see them creaming them like they did. I mean, they got creamed like Alicia Beeler in a cabin.
Damn. Okay.
Wow. I think about if I had thought about that joke before I said it, I wouldn't have said it, but there's no filter. All right.
The funniest part is she did not strike you.
No,
she laughed right along with you
because she knows it's true. Creamed like Alicia Beeler in a cabin.
Really good mood.
I bet.
Wow.
That's what happens. It explains your glowing nature.
You know what? We better enjoy this before the relationship goes upside down because once it's bad, her whole disposition's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
change.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
going to be really unhappy.
It's very true.
All
right,
I'm not saying a word. I don't want to invite that ire.
So, Paul, Saturday game, Philadelphia at Washington.
Wait, we don't have a Thursday night game?
That's the Seattle game. We always do that one last. So.
Okay.
So Saturday, 2 games on Saturday. The first one, Philadelphia at Washington. Paul, who do you got?
Philly.
All right. I got Philadelphia as well. Tom.
At Washington. No, I'll stick with Philly.
You got Philly. Beals.
I'll also do Philadelphia.
And Lori. You gotta say it. What out? Lori said Philadelphia. All right. Next game, also on Saturday, Green Bay at Chicago.
Wait, I thought Green Bay just played Chicago today.
No.
No, Green Bay played Denver today.
Yeah, Denver.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Denver stomped them.
Did Chicago win today?
That's a great question. Let me check.
You don't know? You've got all the results right in front of you.
But they're on a different page. The Bears. Yeah, they beat the Browns 31-3.
Well,
But it's the
that's
Browns.
the Browns.
The
yeah.
Bears.
Look, a color lost, Beeler.
Oh my gosh, it's not possible.
God, you need to get a boyfriend more often. Wow. Man, if this relationship doesn't work, we're gonna find you a new boyfriend really quick because you're much more likable. This way.
Fucking swipe left.
See, Beeler gets a little injection, and she's a good person to be around.
Somebody makes a bank deposit. It makes a happy girl.
She just needs a little man in her. You know, a little more man in her. All right.
He's not saying he was little. That's not what.
No, it's proportionally. All right, Green Bay and Chicago.
Okay, guys. Great.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I don't think Chicago is as good as anybody as their record says. Tom,
who's at home?
Chicago.
I'm going to Chicago.
You were hoping Green Bay wasn't home to make it an easy pick, huh?
Yeah, give me the Bears.
The Bears. Beeler.
Bears.
Lori. She got the Bears as well. Paul.
They're playing in Chicago?
They're playing in Chicago.
I'm taking Green Bay because they're going to need it in order to the Bears just won a big game.
Yeah, and Green Bay lost to Denver.
Yeah, I think the Green Bay needs it more. And I don't think Roma Dunze is going to be. I just think Green Bay is going to pull it out.
All right. Tom, Buffalo is traveling to play Alicia Beeler's favorite team, the Cleveland Browns.
This is not my
The
favorite
Browns?
team.
Buffalo at Cleveland.
Yeah, give me a Buffalo.
I'm also taking Buffalo.
Shitter Sanders is quarterback.
Lori? Paul?
Buffalo.
Yeah, me too. All right, Beals.
Yes.
The Chargers travel
yeah.
to Dallas, who lost tonight, by the way. Who did they play tonight? They played the Vikings. The Vikings beat them. Dallas hosts the Chargers.
I am going
Might
to
be
go
a
with
good
the
game.
Chargers.
That might be a good game. Lori? Lori's got the Chargers as well. Paul?
Chargers.
I'm going to go with Dallas. Yeah, I mean, listen, they only scored. Chargers only scored 16 points today against the Chiefs. Like, Dallas is a horrible defense, but their offense will put up points. Tom?
No, I can't do the Cowboys. Give me the Bolts.
Yeah. Speaking of doing Cowboys, Lori.
What the fuck are you even talking about
I
right
have no
now?
idea.
Good God.
Whatever.
He wasn't talking about you. It's okay.
I was going to make a Trojo joke, but I'm not going to. Lori.
It would have been a short joke.
Kansas City travels to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL today.
Yes, he did.
The worst time of the year to tear your ACL because he's probably going to miss part of next season now as well.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I've torn an ACL. It
Yeah.
sucks.
So, Lori, Kansas City at Tennessee. By the way, Tennessee is still awful. And Gardner Minshew, formerly of Wazoo, is the backup quarterback for
He came in and promptly threw an interception.
just like the Cougs do.
Damn.
And Lori picked Kansas City, Paul.
I'm sorry, who's playing against Kansas City?
At Tennessee.
At Tennessee? I mean,
Didn't drop that piece right there. About to fall.
they're in Tennessee?
They're in Tennessee.
Tennessee's
only won
yeah.
2 games.
Yeah, I would say isn't Tennessee like 2 and
They are.
12 or
They're really
something?
bad.
Which is 2 more than the number of koi ponds that Paul's built this year.
However, Kansas City's only won 4 games more, and they just lost their all-star quarterback. So I don't know. I think I think this is a toss-up game, frankly, because Kansas City's heart's down. They're eliminated from playoff contention. It won't matter. I'll take Tennessee. They're at home. You should get bonus point if Tennessee wins. That's how bad Tennessee.
Make it your double down then. Be bold.
No.
I got Kansas City. If they're playing literally anybody else, I'd pick anybody else. But Tennessee's really bad. Tom?
I think I'm going to agree with you and take KC. But Paul has a compelling argument.
I'm going to agree with Lori and go with Kansas City.
Yeah, you could agree with me.
I know. That's why I said Lori.
Whatever. All right, Paul. This is your shoot staying game of the week.
The last one wasn't?
No, this one is. Brought to you by Emily Randall. The other white meat. Okay.
Little Miss. My vagina is a bread box, and I have to look at the world through LGBTQ colored glasses.
Did you hear her talking this week? Somebody caught her in a hallway in DC, and they asked her some question about Trump and something, I don't even remember what it was, and she couldn't even formulate like a rational, coherent, like she's just dumb as a box of rocks.
Did she go Harris word salad?
No. Listen, Harris's word salad are finally crafted word salads that mean nothing. Like you can tell that somebody thought it out and planted the idea in her head. Emily Randall is just a bumbling, bubbling idiot. All right. Paul, Cincinnati at Miami.
Cincinnati at Miami. Is Miami still in playoff contention? I think they and Cincinnati are.
I don't think they are. Well, they're 6 and 7. They haven't been eliminated yet, but they would need a lot of help.
Yeah. These are. Wait, both teams are 6 and 7. What's Miami?
Cincinnati's 4 and 10, and they have been eliminated.
Okay, then I'm going to take Miami.
But Joe Burrow is back.
Yeah.
So
I'm still going to take. If they're playing for hope, then they've got something to play for. It just makes such a big difference.
All right, I'm picking Cincinnati because I love Joe Burrow. Tom,
who's at home?
Miami.
Dolphins.
I'll take Miami.
Beals
I'm also going to take Miami.
and Lori. Everybody got Miami.
Taking
Wow.
Miami.
All right. The New York Jets travel to New Orleans. Your second shit stain game of the week. This one brought to you by Trojo because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm really rooting for a tie. I'm rooting for a terror attack. Something to make us not have to endure this game. I'm going to go with New Orleans because they're home, but I have no faith. Tom?
I'll take my Saints.
I'm going to
Beals?
go with the Jets.
Lori? And Paul?
Well, listen, I think Tom makes wonderful whiskey, and he says the Saints are his team. I will take the Saints.
I love the Saints, but this season has not been good for them.
Right?
Tom, Beeler's other favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings, travel to New York to take on the Gigants. Minnesota has been eliminated from the playoffs at 6 and 8. The Giants have been eliminated from the playoffs at 2 and 12. Russell Wilson riding the bench.
I think Old Boy tries to sign on with another team this year, but if he doesn't get a starting role, he's done.
Do you think Russell? Do you think he's going to try to move?
I think, yeah, and I think he's going to retire if he doesn't get a starting role.
I don't know other teams.
I don't think anyone's going to touch him.
He literally stunk up the place in Denver and Pittsburgh and now in New York. He's done. And he might have played himself out of the Hall of Fame. When he left Seattle, he was a surefire Hall of Famer, and I think a lot of people are rethinking that now.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Tom, who do you got? Minnesota, the Giants.
At the Giants?
Mm-hmm.
God, they both stink so bad.
Ding. No blood.
All right, give me the Giants.
Beals?
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
I thought you hated them and you were never going to pick them.
I know. I just think they're going to win this
All right.
time.
Lori? She got the Vikings as
Are they
well.
in New York or
They're in New York, Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants.
Okay,
You're welcome, Amber.
I got Minnesota. Was Amber a Giants fan?
She is big Giants fan.
So now we can see two instances where her choices have been questionable. All right.
What are the choices?
She hangs out with you.
I rent a room from her.
Would you guys hang out together? I'm not knocking
Because we
it.
live together.
But I'm just saying you hang out together. Like she
good
chose
people.
to share a residence with you.
Wow, you're an asshole.
Clearly, that shows that she has questionable
Clearly, I
decision
picked the
making.
wrong side. I'm going to give you your check back. You wrote me a check to go against Beals.
You know what?
I mean Beeler. and
You say mean
accepted
crap to me all the time.
I accepted the check because I
Go
needed the money
against
for
me on
Christmas.
what?
Everything. I just needed the money for Christmas, and he said I won't play Christmas music until the Christmas show. Here's $50. Go against Beeler. Every time she opens her mouth, I said, okay, I needed the money. I'm sorry.
Oh, Amber said thank you in the chat, by the way.
Apology
Did she?
accepted, Paul.
Jeez.
John Walker said the Saints have
Gets his $50.
posed him 2 weeks in a row in his survivor pool, so he's out.
All right.
All right, Beeler, this is a weird game, right?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa Bay had a stranglehold on the NFC South. They've lost a whole bunch of games in a row, and now Carolina has the lead in the division if they won today. Let me see if they won today. I don't remember if they won today or not. The Panthers. No, they lost, so they're still tied. So this really will be to give the.
I'm
going to
go with Carolina.
Lori. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Paul.
This is actually a tough one. They're in Carolina, right?
Yeah.
They're in Carolina.
I'm gonna take Carolina, but I don't know, man.
I'm picking Tampa.
Yeah, I can't knock you for it.
I just trust their quarterback more. Tom?
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
Oh fuck! Give me the Buccaneers.
I'll stick with Carolina.
All right.
And I hope Carolina wins. I do. But Baker Mayfield is a stud.
Yep. Beeler.
Yes.
Jacksonville at Denver. This is probably your best game of the week right now.
What?
Well, no.
What are
the
you
Rams and
smoking?
Seattle. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
but this
hell
is
yeah.
one of the best games of the week because both these teams are battling for top rankings in the AFC. Denver is 12-2. Jacksonville 10-4.
10-4 and what?
And 12-2.
12-2. By the way, only one team has clinched their division title.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Only one team has clinched. Oh, no. Two teams have clinched a playoff spot, not the division title. And it's Denver and the Rams.
Actually, I'm going to switch that and go with Denver.
Yeah, the Rams because they have the tiebreaker with Seattle.
Yeah. Well, until we play them and beat them next weekend. Lori?
Yeah, but they've already secured their spot, so
But they've secured a playoff
there's just a
spot.
playoff.
We can
Yep,
still
that's right.
play in the division.
Yes.
The home team is Denver hosting Jacksonville. Paul?
Denver. Told you, man. I'm a Bo Nix believer, man. That kid, he impressed me in college,
I
man.
got Denver as well. I hate him. He played for the Ducks. Tom?
Says the guy that won't pick his own Seahawks if he thinks they're going to lose. This is going to be a test in 30 seconds for you if you pick the Rams or the Seahawks. No, let's not talk about it. Go on.
I don't pick for or against Denver based on their quarterback. I just don't like him. And I
saying
think
a real
Seattle
fan
might
will
think
vote for
they're
their
gonna win.
Seahawks team if they're
Oh
really.
my
that's what I'm
God.
saying.
You're delusional.
Real Seahawks.
All
Fan.
right.
We're all about to see
Lori.
how much of a real Seahawks.
Atlanta at Arizona. Another should stay in game of the week.
Didn't Atlanta just lose their head coach? Yeah, I believe Bill Belichick is now the head coach of Atlanta.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's left the University of North Carolina.
Hold on.
Really? I can't stand Belichick.
Quiet, Kevin.
Hold on. This is from Yahoo Sports. Hold on.
He's scrolling, folks. He's scrolling.
Oh,
After being
Lord.
dismissed 2 years ago by the New England Patriots, only one team interviewed Bill Belichick about their head coaching job with the Falcons. The greatest coach in NFL history is friends with blank, but he didn't get the job due to wanting more control. With Fontenot, the current, so they haven't even fired. They're saying at the end of the year he could go there. He's favored to go there. But
That's what I get for only reading the headline.
there you go. All right, Lori, Atlanta at Arizona.
Fuck, burned by Belichick.
Atlanta. Paul?
Is Michael Penix going to be back?
No, he's out for the rest of the year.
Is he? That sucks. It's Atlanta.
Arizona 3-11.
Yeah.
And Atlanta is 5-9. Both are eliminated from playoffs.
Well, we know Atlanta is capable of playing good defense.
And Kirk Cousins isn't a bad quarterback.
No, he's not. I think Atlanta wins because they hasn't Arizona benched the mighty midget.
I think he's hurt.
He might be. I don't know. I think Atlanta's going to come out and try to play to win, and I think in Arizona's mind they're playing for a top draft pick.
All right, hold on. I want to see.
And if you're the coach and you know your job is safe, I can understand why you would play to not win a game. Especially if you're looking at the difference between like a number 10 draft choice or a number 2.
Hold on, looking to see who their quarterback was. The Cardinals.
Jacoby Brissett, isn't it?
I think you're right, actually. Hold on, I'm just double checking really quick. I'm really just double checking because I want to screw with Beeler, who wants to get the F out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Jacoby Brissett.
You guys are driving
Do you
me
guys?
insane.
So there's a show that I used
Love
to
that I drive you
a fan of
insane.
the Spartacus show on Stars, and after like 12 years they've come out with a new season from the Spartacus series.
Well, the original actor died.
He did after the first season,
Yeah.
Andy Whitfield.
Yeah.
But they replaced him with a guy that did a great job. But they had Spartacus, and then they had Gods of the Sand or Gods of the Arena,
Yep.
which was a prequel.
Yep.
And then they finished up Spartacus with 2 seasons, and they just came out with the House of Asher.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to
Yeah.
check that
It's good. I love
Well-
the way that they speak in Old English. Yeah.
Kiss my Asher. All right. I got at Atlanta too. Tom
out. Atlanta.
and Beals.
Atlanta.
All right. Paul.
Kevin.
Pittsburgh at Detroit.
At Detroit.
Just to give you standings, Detroit is 8-6, still alive for a playoff spot.
Yep.
Pittsburgh leads their division, and they are 7-6. So
They're playing
record-wise,
in
they're pretty
Detroit,
close.
right?
They're playing in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going to take Detroit.
I am too. I don't think Pittsburgh's that good.
Detroit has, I think, the second best offense in football behind Dallas.
Am I a bad person that every time Pittsburgh plays, I just pray to see Aaron Rodgers break a leg?
Yes, you are a horrible person.
Just checking. I got Detroit. Tom,
Typical lefty.
Give me the Lions.
Beals,
I'm gonna also go with Detroit.
and Lori. All right, I'll pick first. Las Vegas at Houston. The Raiders 2-12. Houston 9-5. Las Vegas couldn't beat.
Look, Houston has the best defense in the NFL.
Do you think they're better than Seattle?
Well, statistically, they are.
All right, I got Houston. Tom,
Yeah. His,
what the
not-
score today? The Raiders score was 31-0. Eagles beat the Raiders.
Yeah,
Pete
not-
is probably out of a job at the end of the year.
So is Gino. He should be.
So is Gino.
Yeah, he should be.
Well, Gino's not playing right now.
No, he's hurt. He's out for the rest of the year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on up.
Tom, who are you picking?
Yeah, not the Raiders.
All right, Houston is Beals.
Houston.
Lori picks Houston. Paul,
And they will be my double down. Houston.
perfect. All right, I gotta check this real quick. Hold on. Somehow I have Baltimore playing 2 games next week.
Oh, no.
New England
This is
playing
such
Baltimore,
compelling radio.
Indianapolis. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this.
I know, you can fix it. That's okay. Guys, like this is just a little radio tidbit.
Yeah.
When Kevin goes silent because he's working on something, that's our cue to fill the airwaves with anything.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. I did. I filled the airwaves with anything.
All right, New England and
talked
Baltimore
about
on
nothing.
Sunday night. New England could have clinched the division had they beaten Buffalo today. They did not, so their magic number still stands at 2. So they need either 2 wins or 2 Buffalo losses or a combination thereof. They play Baltimore, who sucketh the asseth. I got New England. Tom?
Yes, I agree with that. I'll take New England.
Beals?
I'll also take New England.
Lori? New England. And Paul?
New England.
We have too many picks that are all the same.
Lamar Jackson is going to be one of those quarterbacks that has a huge individual career but never wins a Super Bowl.
Like
Tom,
Jim Zorn.
San Francisco.
Dave Craig. Yep.
Yeah.
San Francisco, Dan Marino.
Yep.
San Francisco takes on Grandpa,
Eric Dickerson.
Phillip Rivers,
Oh,
and
and
the
the
Indianapolis Colts.
Rivers actually didn't look bad today.
He had like 136 yards passing it.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't much.
Look,
Well,
yeah,
I'm going to bring
but-
up his
but-
stats. Hold on.
And the last throw.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in an area that had horrible internet.
Okay.
And I mean, it was way out in Seaback past Holly, way out there, right? And I'd get like 5 minutes worth of the football game,
and then
silence for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, in a game like this that had everything on the line like it did, that was enough to give a grown man a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, I could see how that'd be maddening.
I'm
He didn't.
What just the fuck?
He didn't have a good day. I mean, he didn't have a bad day.
He
but it
didn't have
wasn't
a
great
bad day.
He was.
They almost won.
18 for 27, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but his average yards per attempt was only 4.4.
Yeah, he was. He doesn't have the arm strength left.
He was sacked.
Not enough.
One
Twice?
time.
Oh, once.
His
I forgot.
QBR was 52. I mean, 100 is perfect.
132.
Or for QBR, yeah, 52 is not great.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
And you know, his leading receiver was a running back.
He's also
So-
been retired for 5 years.
No, I'm not.
So-
But I'm just saying. I mean,
4.5 to be precise.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. But when you're leading receivers, you're running back. That means you're throwing a lot of dump.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I mean, he didn't play bad, better than I thought. But
Yeah.
Good God Almighty, are you okay?
You guys are killing me.
San Francisco
And Lori.
San Francisco is going to demolish him next week. They're going to have some tape now to look at, which
we'll
Seattle
watch
didn't
it
have.
next week.
San Francisco is going to cream him. Tom, who do you have?
I agree. I think it's
I
Frisco.
have San Francisco.
Yeah, Frisco.
Beeler,
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
you're just doing that to spite us, aren't you?
You guys are driving me insane. Quit stretching it out just to stretch it out. Some
Lori?
of us need to get some sleep.
Wait, is that the second time you said that this weekend? All right. Lori, who are you picking? Wow, that's 2 zingers in a row for me.
I can see it now. Beeler's like standing there with their plumber. Now let me get something straight between us.
I can just
Never
imagine
say
her
that to my man.
screaming at him. Don't stretch it out just to stretch it out.
I
All
would
right.
actually never say that to him.
Paul,
Jesus, we're gonna buy her a sense of humor for Christmas.
Paul, San Francisco.
San Francisco
and Indianapolis.
and Indianapolis. I'm gonna pick San Francisco.
Oh my God, I'm so funny today.
Oh my God, I'm so funny today.
Tom, why are you so
Yes.
bitter?
Because you're being a little bitch.
You just
she's-
got caulked.
she's
What are you
got-
talking about?
Listen, clearly she swallowed some stuff this weekend.
All right, you just got caulked. Settle down. Tom,
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry for that look. Holy shit. It's okay.
Thursday night football.
Thursday
I
night.
said caulked with a caulking gun. And the Rams.
Do you prefer black cock or white cock?
That's a funny video.
The Rams travel to Seattle to take on your Seahawks.
Oh, it will be the Seahawks.
This is an anxiety-ridden game. We're gonna have 4 days of nothing but just fucking stress.
Beals,
Seattle, of course.
Lori, Paul.
For the first time in my life, I feel compelled to pick the Rams. I'm a fan, so I will not.
Mhm.
But I will not be at all shocked or surprised the way Seattle's offense is playing. They're just not clicking right now. And-
I love this.
and-
Paul doesn't pick his team without not picking his team. That's great.
No, I'm picking my team.
All right.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rams win it. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
I'm picking the Rams to win it.
Of course you are.
The-
Because you're not a real fucking
Well, no,
fan.
it's because I'm a little worried about Darnold. He hasn't looked good. The first half of last week's game, he looked bad. Now, they came back and put up a lot of points in the second half, but the first half, he didn't look good. The game before that, he didn't look good. And then today, he didn't look good either. Meanwhile, the Rams are firing on all cylinders. So unless...
I'll point out that he hasn't looked good since Rashid Shaheed came to the team.
Yeah.
Because I think he's looking for that deep strike far too much.
Yeah. I think the Rams win, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. Yay.
Hey, don't shit on the parade.
Double down time.
You know what we're going to do? The next time she's with her plumber, we're going to show up at her house. Can you hurry this up? We got things to do. Yeah. All right.
Why would you?
I can copy that and send it to you on Facebook. Okay. Double down time. Double down time. Tom,
Yes.
who is your double down?
I think I'll take Detroit.
All right. Beals, who's your double down?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Indianapolis.
All right.
Really?
Lori?
Fucking sound like Adam Sandler when he does that shit.
Did you just say really to me? Yes,
I was-
I am.
I did.
I'm
I was
trying to
really
make up
eager.
some points right
For the
now.
Muppet
Okay.
Show?
That's a
Yeah.
strange way to make up points.
I don't know.
Whose turn is it, Kevin?
Hold on.
It's
Lost
Lori's
my
turn.
headphones.
Okay.
Lori, who's your double down?
Rams?
Yeah, she's splitting her butt.
You were just flipping him off for not picking the Seahawks. Oh, wow. I know you did, but yeah, you sure are.
It's a
Fucking
smart
accountants,
hedge,
man.
It's a
Fucking
smart
accountants.
hedge.
Paul, who's your
Okay,
double down?
Yes.
I'm taking the Houston Texans against over Oakland, or not Oakland, but Las Vegas.
I got Buffalo kicking the shit out of Cleveland.
Yeah, that's probably a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Mhm. All right, that concludes our football picks.
All right, so can I talk about this last story now? Finally,
No,
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Please,
No.
no, come on.
I'm
Don't
kidding.
do that.
I'm kidding.
All right, Lori, do you have any parting shots you want to make? You got to go over there and do it, though. Come on, Lori, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Do it.
I know.
Nice.
That. All right. Be nice to one another. That's all I
Why?
got. Be nice to one another.
Yeah.
And
Why?
don't drive drunk. Don't drive high. Don't be an
True.
asshole when you're drunk.
Just don't drive. All right. Beals, parting shots.
Professor Beeler, your turn.
I'm speechless right now. I don't have anything to say. I'm good. I had a good weekend.
See, guys,
Wiped
that's what
her-
happens when you
Yep.
take the professor looking for shellfish.
He found a clam. All right,
No, I didn't. We
Tom.
maxed out our clams.
Yeah, he maxed out that clam. All right.
We did. Yeah.
All right, Tom.
It was good.
So yeah, last week I expressed some frustration with the leadership in our state.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this week I'm going to express some frustration with the voters in this state. Please go out and vote. Please inform yourself and go out and vote. I talk to so many people in my day-to-day life when I'm just out and about, and we get to talk about politics because sometimes the show comes up. And
As it should.
as absolutely it should, and people agree. They agree that we're overtaxed, and the cost of living in Washington is out of control, et cetera, et cetera. But then they go and they start talking about vote blue no matter who, and all of that. It's like, have you not done your homework? Do you not understand the state's been under control of the Democrat Party? When is it, Paul? 88?
Yes, since 88.
Yeah, since 1988. So I mean,
Year before I graduated high school.
yeah, we got here for a reason, and no one's examining it. I mean, don't let the whole Trump thing make you not vote a certain way. I mean, I don't like Trump either. Not my favorite guy, but Republicans in Washington State aren't Trump. So just educate yourself a little bit, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, exactly.
Our state needs to make an about face.
Mhm.
We're overtaxed. We're overstretched.
Mhm.
We're overregulated. It just stop the madness.
Every 29 minutes, someone leaves the state of Washington
Yeah.
for a different state.
Yeah.
Let that sink in, people.
Yeah. That's
Every
insane.
29
These
minutes.
taxes
Every
are
half
gonna
an
be
hour.
spread amongst fewer and fewer
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Because everybody's leaving.
Yeah, it's gonna get more
Yeah.
expensive.
Really quick, one thing for the Seahawks game to keep in mind as well. Devontae Adams, the stud wide receiver for the Rams, injured his hammy today, and he's probably going to miss Thursday's game. He might be back up if it were a Sunday game, but with a short turnaround time, he's probably not going to play.
Paul,
Tom, parting shots?
he just did
I just did.
his.
I know. Are you done? You have any?
Yeah. No, just please, one, get out and vote. Two, be educated about it.
Perfect.
Right? I mean, read a little bit. Not the headlines. Do a little homework. Read a voting record, and then go vote appropriately.
Don't roll your eyes, Beeler. We can hear him clang. Also, Micah Parsons tore his ACL today as
You
well.
guys are driving me insane. Paul, what are your parting shots?
Paul, keep that mic up to your mouth, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here you go. Oops, sorry. I forgot to push play. Pushing play.
All right, moving on.
Oh, listen.
Final
This song's for you.
thoughts. No.
This is his parting shot.
I know you can't see my camel toe because I don't have a camel toe. So thank you.
It's just like I said, we got to buy you a sense of humor. Anyway, I don't listen. We'll be back next Sunday, right? Which
Yeah.
is,
Our Christmas party.
Yeah.
We might play Rider Racist next week.
Yeah, we got some fun games to figure out. I fully intend next Saturday, I'm going to have a 10-question challenge for the two of you, just you two, on U.S. history and the Constitution. So be ready. That's all it's on.
What kind of U.S. history?
You know what? I mean, I was honestly thinking about doing a Revolutionary War period history, like just the beginning shit.
But pre-1900.
I mean, I'm just going to say U.S. history as a whole. It's only 10 questions. We'll just say U.S. history as a whole.
Wide
Because
scope.
A good one might come up that's something relatively recent. You never know.
Huh.
So
Yeah,
it won't be
Paul's-
multiple choice.
Okay,
Paul's
can we
history
please
questions-
wrap this up, guys?
Paul's
Come on.
history question is going to be like, who's the greatest president ever? Donald Trump. Bing, bing, bing. Whatever. All right. Anything else, Paul?
I think
No,
Paul
that's
can
it.
do better than that. Don't
I
cut him
could
short.
because Donald Trump's not the greatest president.
He's not.
No.
Hmm.
Who is?
And only time.
Can we talk
will
about that next
tell.
week? Let's
No,
talk about who we
no.
think our favorite president is
No,
next week.
no. We need to leave.
We already know who.
I said
before-
next week.
I know, but but tonight we need to wrap this up before somebody
Please.
goes postal.
Yeah, I'm seriously about to stab someone. Come on.
And you've got to believe her when she says it.
My parting shot. Thank you very much.
Okay, now he slows down his rhetoric.
Really two-part parting shot. One, if you have not gone to see the really cool Christmas house on Royalwood in Port Orchard, I encourage you to do so. I've heard rumors it's the last year he's going to do this. You actually
Fucking
park.
power bill.
You actually park and walk through his side yard into his backyard. It's amazing. It's just Google Port Orchard Christmas House Royalwood is the name of the street that it's on. Secondly, I would like to invite all of you to go to church. If you want to come to my church's services, I'll be doing services on the 23rd and the 24th. 23rd is at 5 and 7. There's 4 services on Christmas Eve. I don't have the times for those memorized off the top of my head, but if you go to Grace Point Kitsap, just Google Grace Point Kitsap and go to the website, and it'll
I
give
don't
you
know
the-
where Grace Point's at. You'll have to text me the
Grace Point is in East Bremerton on 303, past Walmart, like you're heading towards where the old golf range
Is that the one up on the hill?
No, that's Hillcrest.
Okay.
Further past that, but it's on the right-hand side.
Down past by Winters Road.
See you
yeah,
next
just
week,
past
guys.
Winners, yeah.
Yep.
All right. What? What'd you say?
I said, see you next
She said she wants to talk
I'm
a little
not
bit
done
more.
with my parting shots. Why are you making this go longer? I was almost done. Anyway, check out. Just Google Grace Point Kitsap and come on down and bring your family.
By the way, Kevin is looking for his own plumber. If you happen to know one, please
No, I'm not.
contact us at outlawradionetwork.com.
I'm looking for a hold of Phil. Okay, that'll conclude our show tonight. We appreciate you. Again, special thanks to Tom and Black Ring Spirits for allowing us to do the show down
He's
here.
actually looking for an electrician.
And listen, can I just say one last thing?
Sparky.
I want to thank all of you guys for being at this show every single week. No questions asked, no drama, no attitude. You guys just show up and do your job every week. I love you.
Did you just look at the professor and say, no drama, thank you?
No, I was looking at all of you to make eye contact to say you guys do a great job.
Okay. Well, thank you. We love
All
you
right.
too.
This is the Outlaw Radio Network, guys. We'll see you again next week on our holiday show.
My God, you sound like the Christmas poo.
Speaking of Christmas food.
Yeah, Mr.
Hey,
Hanky.
are you going to get more stuffing for Christmas? Stuffing. Good night, everybody.
Think I can run 100 miles off of the feeling.